Welcome to Wrestling Hill Talk. I'm your host, Stevie. We've got Chuck, Will, Roger, Dr. Nick, Kev, Brian, and Ben Bowman. How's everybody doing this week?
Great.
Awesome. I tell you, I've had better weeks, but this ain't, this moment now, this is a good moment right here. We got a lot to talk about today. We got some huge announcements that we're going to cover. First, we'll do a little bit of WWE briefing and then some AEW briefing. Kevin's going to drop the SOB on us. What's up, guys, in the comments? What's up, Sammy?
If you're going to accept it, accept it.
I don't think Kevin knows he's not muted.
I'm sorry about that.
It's all right. So the comment says, "What's up, Big Kev?"
What's up, brother? How's it going?
Chilling. Sammy, I feel you, man.
Big Sam.
Max chilling. Someone said, "What's up, Big Will? What's up, Roger? What's up, Coal Mine?" That must be Robert Burdick. He's the only one that calls me that, and I don't mind it. Not one bit. Welcome in.
That's probably my daughter that said that.
Yeah. Oh, really? There's more than one person that calls me Coal Mine?
No, talking about the one that said, "What's up, Roger?"
Oh, okay. I got you. Hey, shout out.
You need a shout out. That's cool.
Shout out to Julia watching.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the people.
Flying Brian.
Tag people.
Flying Brian.
Get in here. We got a
111-degree weather. Oh, man.
Wow.
Steve Thomas Glenn with the 111-degree weather live from Las Vegas. Hell yeah.
That's too hot, man. That's 100 degrees too hot for me, to be honest with you.
That's assault, brother.
Unless you're drinking Margaritaville.
Kev says he wants a Margaritaville, man.
That's right.
I'd love to have one.
Two Margaritaville.
This week in WWE, Dom becomes NXT North American champion. LA Knight gets buried again. Ricochet and Logan feud's heating up. I'm actually kind of excited for that. Brock beats down Cody in front of his mother. And Jay versus Roman will be anything goes for our tribal combat match stipulation. Chuck, what are your thoughts on that, man?
Well, I'm sort of interested to watch the combat. Pretty much. I want to see. I think Roman's going to just knock him, just wipe the floor with him. I do believe. That's just my opinion, I guess.
Probably, yeah. Will, what do you think?
I think the thing right now is, every time they have a big event, the rumors start flying about The Rock. They keep saying WWE is preparing for Rock to come back. And all this time, every time they had the perfect opportunity to bring him back, they didn't. So, there's a possibility they could bring him back at SummerSlam, but I just don't see it. I think we're past all the hopes of The Rock and the thoughts of The Rock coming back. And, even if Rock and Roman was main event at 40, great match. Yeah, it's going to sell some tickets, but I think you could still do a lot with Roman and some of the other characters that are there, and you don't really need The Rock. So I don't anticipate Rock showing up at SummerSlam, but I know a lot of people are, right back into that rumor mill again. Oh, it's SummerSlam, so Rock must be coming back. I would say he's not coming back.
I agree.
Someone in the comments says Rikishi returned to SummerSlam. I kind of feel like Rikishi's going to show up too, because they were hinting at it, with the segment between Roman and Jay where they said, "Do the elders know?" Rikishi is one of the elders, although there's a few others. But Roger, what did you think of WWE this week?
I really hate the fact that they're freaking not giving LA Knight the push. As far as the tribal combat, I see somebody interfering. I don't know who. And the same rumor mill's going that Rikishi's going to show up. If he does, which way is he going to go? Is he going to go for Jay? Or is he going to go for Roman? Because isn't Jay his son?
Yep.
Correct?
Him and those are his twins, Jimmy and Jay.
So is Solo though.
Right.
That's true.
Supposedly what they were saying was the reason Roman stopped Solo and Jay kicked him was because tribal combat is between the two. That's it. You can't sit there and attack somebody. It's between those two at that given time. So they're saying that's why when they hugged and they had their heads next to each other, that was something that had to do with the tribal combat. And so that's why they said Solo got tore up, because he wasn't supposed to touch him at all. It's against the tribal combat, against the tribal rules, I guess you can say. Other than that, I think that the Ricochet Logan Paul, I think that's going to be a good story going forward, and I think it'll sell tickets. But I would have rather see them give the push to LA Knight. Now, also with that, you could say, is Drew McIntyre, because we've talked about this at length, is Drew McIntyre going to beat Gunther for the title, and then Gunther gets his push up? That's something else to look at.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if Gunther is going to lose the Intercontinental for a while. I mean, I feel like they like having that dude down there in the upper, I guess upper mid card, you would say. But speaking of mid card, I'm also excited about how Alpha Academy's turning out. They've really kind of formed that stable into something that's actually that you'd want to see. And honestly, seeing them against Viking Raiders, it makes me excited to see Viking Raiders, which I did not have any interest in for a very long time. Calvin in the comments asked if you missed the announcement. No, we haven't done the announcement yet. We were going to wait probably about 15, 20 minutes in. That way people have plenty of time to get in. Dr. Nick, what did you think of WWE this week?
Well, it might be sort of a hot take. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was. I don't get to watch it live. I watch it the next day, so it's, a condensed version. But there's a lot of good stories going on. I will admit that. I think what they're trying to do with LA Knight is kind of what they did with Daniel Bryan, where they, give him kind of a, different hoops to jump through. And then finally, when we think, they're not going to do anything with him, then they're going to surprise us. Having the, ability to put such a big push behind a guy that they know could do so many things. And I know a lot of people compare him to The Rock, he's, copying The Rock. He's kind of like Stone Cold, whatever. Everybody knows that everything in wrestling has been rehashed at some point. We don't get new things. We get different stories spun in a different way. There's the good guy and the bad guy. The guy that's overpowering this person that comes back, the underdog. It's just recycled for years, but with a new coat of paint. So the idea of having a guy like LA Knight, yes, he's a little older, but that's okay. So was Batista.
Yeah.
So if you have a little bit of The Rock, you have a little bit of Austin, you have a little bit of originality of LA Knight, why not? I like what's going on with the women's division. A lot of good stories going on there. I think everything is preparing for the big show, SummerSlam, because it is one of the big 4 pay-per-views. One of my favorite stories right now, besides, obviously what's going on with, Jay and, Roman, is I like the story that's been going on with the women's division. You have a very powerful Rhea Ripley that's going to hold on to the title for a very long time. And you have Asuka, who is also a very powerful champion. And you have all these different opportunities for all the, mid-card women to challenge for these things. So I think all in all, the state of WWE in general, I think it's not bad. I think it's pretty decent given the fact that, Vince is still involved at a certain capacity. I think it's a lot of fun right now. I think it's a great time to be a wrestling fan. Everybody has a little bit of everything.
Absolutely. Kev, what did you think of WWE this week?
Well, I like everybody else. I'm disappointed about LA Knight. I thought they were going to have him come and face Theory for the U.S. title. Um, I just don't get Theory right now. I think that he is stinking up the joint. I think ever since they traded him to SmackDown, that he's gone downhill. But that's just my opinion. Love all the Rhea Ripley as women's champion is just awesome to me. I love her.
Yeah.
I cannot get enough of her on my TV. Give me 3 hours of Rhea Ripley, and I'm a happy man. That's all I have to say. So,
Hell, I'll take 3 minutes, brother.
So I kind of, bummed that I'm a big Kevin Owens fan. Kind of bummed that he got injured, but hopefully that won't take that long. But I mean, ribs are a bitch, whether you bruise them or you break them. So the tribal, the rules, the bloodline match. I believe it's going to end with somebody coming in. It's not going to end right. Something's going to happen. I don't know what. I'm not a big fan of Rikishi, but I guess it is what it is. It'd be a nice storyline for him to come in. I love Gunter. I hope he stays Intercontinental Champion for a while, and then because I don't want him to be dethroned and just thrown into the world title scene. I want him to keep that belt for at least 2 years, maybe 2.5, just to make him look even more dominant. So, but I've been really entertained by it. Yeah, I've been entertained by it. Other than LA Knight, now you hear the thing that I've been hearing for a while. Well, LA Knight's going to get his push after SummerSlam. I heard that he's going to get a push after Money in the Bank too. I'm not going to believe it until I see it. But he's so over with the crowd, they just hear his music and go nuts. So that's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm looking forward to. So that's about all I got.
Who just commented that the Fiend is more money than LA Knight?
Dan Gleason.
I disagree with that.
Sorry.
Right now, LA Knight is one of the top sellers of merchandise.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the top.
Isn't he
But,
supposed to
Right
I'm
now,
also
LA
gonna
Knight
make
is selling more merchandise. I think he's like number.
I don't know if this is my last comment because I keep on hearing, Bray Wyatt's gonna, Ray commented on that he's coming back to SummerSlam after SummerSlam or at SummerSlam. I've heard that. I've heard he's coming back 2 pay-per-views ago. I don't think you'll ever see Bray Wyatt again. My opinion. So that's controversial. I don't think you'll ever see him again because Vince is back. He's got his own issues, and that's what happened the last time when those two things got together. Is he got released. I don't think you'll ever see him back. But like I said, that's just my opinion.
Yeah. So here's the thing: do you really think that they're going to let Gunther hold on to it for 2 years and just do the same thing like they did with Roman and with Bianca? Do you think that's really going to get?
I'd like it. I don't think they will, but I would like it. I just think that it would make him look stronger before he goes to the world title scene. But like I said, that's just my opinion. But I don't think they will. But
okay,
I think he'll have it to be the longest. Okay, let him have it longer than Honky Tonk Man to break that record.
I think Gunther's going to be the one to dethrone Roman.
I agree.
Possibly,
I would like that.
But even
it would
if
be 100% believable.
But even if he dethrones him, he won't keep it very long because there's no way with his character that he's going to be the face of WWE, and you're going to have somebody else be the face.
Yep.
Brian, what do you think of WWE this week?
You know what? I'm really starting to like the Judgment Day. With Dominic and always cheating to win, and obviously they're all there. But I also want to see the animosity between Finn Balor and Damian Priest, see how that turns out. Like Kev said too about LA Knight just getting pushed to the side. But would you guys even be surprised if Bray Wyatt came back on SummerSlam? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't even.
I think it's done.
I'm hoping.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're hoping, but even if he comes back, are you gonna be like, oh my god, that was life changing? No, it's gonna be like, oh, let's see how long you last.
Pretty much.
So.
No, that's why I think he's not going to come back.
Someone in the comments says, question to all is what lies in the future for KO and Sami Zayn, legitimate injury or splitting of the belts, one set for each show.
He's injured.
Taylor really got hurt.
Yeah, he's really injured.
he cracked a rib or whatever. And I bruised a rib a couple of weeks ago. It hurt bad. I know how that feels. Can you imagine having one cracked?
I don't.
I'm good.
I don't see the belts getting split up. Now, possibly what they could do is just like they've done with Roman, make them undisputed, and maybe make one belt, and it goes both ways.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for
they
for
need to
months.
update those. Yeah, they need to update those belts. Some things with the Spartans on them, that shit's lame. Ben, what'd you think of WWE this week? And then we're gonna go into the announcements, and then we'll go into AEW after that.
Well, actually, I am probably one of the only ones that did not watch it. I have not watched it in probably a month. Like I know Steven reached out to me earlier about AEW. I've just been disappointed lately. It's in both products. For example, let's look at WWE. They suck you in. They had a good, the Puerto Rico show, the pay-per-view after that one was not bad. I watched them, but they suck you in, they get your hopes up, and then they shit on you. What I mean by that, you lose Bray Wyatt. Before then, you had Sami Zayn, who was hotter than hell. We've already forgot about Sami, even though he's a tag team. We forgot about him. He was the top, probably one of the top stars to dethrone Roman. Didn't happen. Then you had Austin Theory. And then now you got LA Knight getting shitted on, and it's just the ones that you want to cheer for, it just they do nothing with. And then I just been disappointed in it. As to go towards AEW, I don't know what they're doing over there. I haven't watched it in a few weeks either. I just been disappointed. I'm actually looking forward to rewatch WCW. I'm looking forward to 1997 Halloween Havoc right now than what today's product is. That's all I got.
I don't know how to come across on that one, really. You're actually speaking the truth. You're actually speaking
agree.
the truth. However, but Sammy's still getting the pops now. Granted, he may not be in the world title picture, but
I'm sure we could probably all agree that, wrestling has changed. Some of it for the better, some of it for not so much. Things were so different in the, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. You had more character development. Now you just have a bunch of guys who are dressed up in tights that wrestle. There's no background.
Are all the same size?
This guy. Yeah, it's like my brother who, still watches it, but, relatively doesn't tune in on a regular basis. He's like, I tune into it now, and it's like, who are these guys? I can't tell the difference. There's no individuality. There's no, this guy does this. This guy is this persona. Now it's, well, who's the guy in the black trunks? Who's the guy in the blue trunks? There's no, definitive identity.
Yeah. I think that's partly in cause because you have shitty bookers now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's really the booking. I think it's more of they've turned it into more about, instead of telling a story long term, or even, having a idea of like, okay, well, this is where we're going with this guy. They don't stick with it. They bail out and they go, okay, well, now we're going to switch. And you have 6 different stories with the same person. You don't know which is which.
I could agree there, but they changed their mind on a whim.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I blame Vince for that because there's been so many stories going back in the last couple months of Vince coming up in 30 minutes before the show, changing half the damn show.
Like one thing, my brother and I, we used to call matches that we didn't want to watch. We called them a take a dump match. That was the match that you'd go take a crap, you go get a drink, go to the snack bar. Well, a lot of the early Big Show matches, we called them take a dump matches.
to go back real quick to answer, I don't see like the Roman losing to Jay. Yes, we might have a surprise pop in. Logan Paul, Ricochet, that'd be a highlight match, high flying. Probably do some incredible moves we probably hadn't seen. And then I don't know, just the Drew coming back. I'll probably look more forward to like if there's any of the women matches to me lately in today's time is exciting me more than some of the men's matches. But like I said, to go back on that too is just nothing lately has really caught my eye as a wrestling fan to be, oh shit, I want to watch that. I want to tune into that. I'm excited. Maybe some WrestleMania matches did it this year. Other than that, it's been a few months since I've been really, truly excited to tune into WWE or AEW.
Well, I tell you,
All right,
I'm
well, let's
so
go ahead.
Drew
We're gonna go
McIntyre.
ahead. Let's go ahead and
I'm
move
excited
into the
about Rhea
announcement.
Ripley
Yeah.
and
We got to cut it off, man.
Let's go on, brother. You go on.
We said we do the announcements at 9:15. Is 9:23. So let's go ahead and get this done. I'm gonna do the first announcement, and then Will's gonna drop the bomb on everybody. So the first announcement's kind of small, but we're starting our own Top Rope Collectibles YouTube channel where we'll be live streaming this as well as still streaming it on Facebook. And then we'll have other cool videos that we upload to the YouTube channel as well. So I'll get that link posted on the page probably after this. And Will, go ahead and take the floor and let everybody know the good news.
Awesome. So awesome about the YouTube for sure. So kind of a couple quick builder up announcements. Number one, we're going to have Buff Bagwell and Godfather here in about 3 weeks. So guys out there, get your mail-ins into Donnie, get your pre-orders into Donnie. And, we're going to offer you the best price. We're going to take care of your stuff. We're going to, get you the best autographs possible. And, some inscriptions or some personalizations and all that stuff. Donnie made a post about it on the page. So get that stuff together as soon as possible. But that is not the announcement. The big announcement for everybody is how TRC continues to move everything forward and focuses on being a sustainable, business moving forward and a sustainable group with members. And guys, we've had the opportunity as of a couple weeks ago. We just haven't been able to announce it till now. Steven, if you could put the first picture up on the live up there. Let's go to the Bret Hart image one. Let's go to that one.
Okay, gotcha.
So
1 second.
So guys,
I thought you were saving that for show and tell. My bad.
No, that's okay. So one thing we've all talked about for a long time is, a lot of us out there have all been using the JSA services that we provide. We get you the best rates. We take them in, we drop them off, we pick them up the same day. Well, now starting this coming week, we're going to be involved with a great friend of mine and a former business partner. He has purchased a toy grading company. And he's a great guy, very reliable, very responsible. And I was his very first customer. I dropped off some items, and here's one of my very first items I had done. He actually graded this for me. You can see the grade down there at the bottom right-hand side. You can see that he's slabbed it. So, guys, this isn't just going to be for toys. This is going to be for action figures, loose and carded. This is going to be for magazines. It's going to be for photos. It's going to be for anything just about you can think of. And, a brand new company for us to deal with. And the rates, we will have exclusive active member of TRC rates. If you're an active member in TRC, you're going to save a whole lot of money. And it's not going to be like Beckett and some of the other ones where you have to fill out all this paperwork and you have to do all this different stuff and jump through hoops. It's going to be just as simple. If you go to the next photo, Steven, it's going to be just as simple as it is for JSA. You're going to send it in to me. You're going to send me pictures of the items first. I'm going to get you a quote on how much it's going to cost. And it's going to be significantly cheaper than anybody else out there. And we're going to have a quicker turnaround time than anybody else out there. and it'll be an option that we'll have when you purchase an item through us too. Now, we will sell, figures like normal, like the autograph figures and such. We're still going to continue to sell those. And yes, you'll have the opportunity to have those graded. And if you don't want them graded, you can just have them slabbed. They don't have to be graded. They can also be just slabbed. So for a long time, everybody's always looked for the classic superstars protectors, and they're so hard to find. But here's a great opportunity where if you have some signed classic superstars, and not only, could you not find a case for it before, you'll have a custom case made, and at such a reasonable price that a lot of people are really going to go after this. It's a huge, huge deal for us. It's a huge step for us, putting us again in the driver's seat, making us the leader of the pack when it comes to groups and everything else. As far as I know, no other group out there is offering this, and I guarantee you no other group out there is going to offer it at the rates that we're going to be able to offer it to. Plus, we're going to, like I said, we're going to make it as simple as possible. Yes, cards, photos, magazines, pretty much anything you could think of having graded or slabbed is where we're going. Videotapes, DVDs, all that stuff. So it is a huge, huge step for us. I can tell you the price that we paid to have these graded and slabbed was about a quarter of what you would normally pay to any larger company. And any larger company has about a 6-month turnaround window. And I had my stuff done within 7 days. So absolutely tremendous. Can you go to the next picture, Stephen?
Absolutely. Are we going to the grades?
Yep, absolutely. Right. So everything will be graded like this. You'll have a signature series, which will include anything that's a certified autograph. It has to be a certified autograph. You'll have a bronze label, which will be from a 50 to a 75 grade on a toy, a silver grade of an 80 to an 85 on a toy, or a 90 to 100 golden grade. So just right there alone, again, the simplicity of how we're taking something that has been such a pain in the ass over the years, to go through all the paperwork to get a toy graded or a comic graded or, a magazine graded or whatever. Then you're going to pay at least $100 to a grading company. Then you're going to ship it out. Then you're going to wait 6 months to a year to get it back. We've eliminated all that process. Literally, it's going to be send in to me. I'm going to drop it off in person. I'm going to pick it up in person. I'm going to communicate with you the whole time like we already do in TRC. And then we're going to get it shipped back to you at a much faster turnaround. And for an active member of the group, if you're active, if you're participating in our sales, you're participating in our podcast, you're participating in our posts, all the things that our active members already do, you're going to get a significant discount on what it would normally cost anywhere else. And there's a lot more pictures and there's a lot of stuff. So over the next few weeks, as we do our live sales and as we do podcasts, we're going to show even more. Is there one more slide after this, I think?
Yeah, I got a couple. Actually, I have a question real quick. So this isn't going to be exclusive to just wrestling, right? Like sports cards?
It is not exclusive to wrestling. It is any toy, any sport, anything like that. So now, obviously, we focus primarily on wrestling. But there's already toys being graded and being encapsulated right now that are not wrestling. So, and again, Jeff and I know Jeff, Stephen, and Jeff is a great guy. He works for Jazzwares. He actually helps design AEW toys. He helps design Fortnite toys and different things like that. And Jeff was actually my partner for a lot of years before there ever was a TRC. Jeff and I used to do autograph signings together. We used to bring in talent together. He and I first started doing JSA together. Some of the very first times we ever did JSA, it was he and I that were doing it together when, back in the day when people didn't really help you in these groups and stuff back in the day. You have a question, people didn't really help you. But we always helped each other and we always had a lot of fun. And, I ended up moving. Yeah, as you guys know, I ran super centers and I moved all over the place. And, he kind of did his thing and went on to work for Jazzwares and I was running stores. But then, we've always kept in touch. And, just here lately, he's had the opportunity to purchase his company. And the first call he made was to me. And I just think it's tremendous, for moving us forward and giving you guys something else here in TRC that nobody else out there is doing it. So, Yes, they'll be grading for all kinds of stuff, all kinds of items, guys. So reach out individually. Don't hesitate to send your stuff. The more we get in, the more he's going to do. But, we're going to have the fastest turnaround times and the best prices anywhere. So, and any questions, you guys can always follow up with me on. And I think that is a hell of a huge announcement. What do you guys think?
I think that's
awesome.
effing badass, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait.
That's something that no other group out there does. So
nobody.
I mean, William was showing pictures earlier of his Hogan, and there's little details on there that you don't see nowhere else. And I assure you guys will love the outcome of the stuff you send in.
Yep.
Someone's asking about posters too.
Literally, we just showed one picture of one item, I think, or a couple pictures of one item. I had several items done already, and it's going to start next week, guys. Next week. So again, guys, don't hesitate. Get your stuff shipped in. Don't worry about shipping it to me like you're going to overload me. It's not going to be a big deal. It's going to be just like we do with JSA. People send me thousands and thousands of dollars worth of JSA stuff every single month, or purchase from us, and we hold it for the month and take it and get a JSA and ship it back to you. And we've never had an issue whatsoever. So don't hesitate to send your favorite Tinker toy from when you were 7 and you want it graded, or you just want it slabbed. Some people don't want their toys graded because they played with them and beat the hell out of them, but they want to, basically entomb it, and they want to preserve it forever. And
that's what Sammy was saying right here. He said it'll get a bronze grade, but I'd do it just for the case.
Well, absolutely. And you're going to get a case regardless. So even if you didn't have it graded, you can still get it, just slabbed. And basically you're going to protect it and preserve it forever. So there's a lot of stuff that I didn't show you guys, but I will show you in upcoming podcasts. I'll show you in upcoming lives. Funko Pops, signed Funko Pops, unsigned Funko Pops. I mean, I showed the admins just because the stuff is going so well and looking so good. I also showed the admin loose toys and stuff like that. And guys, I'm telling you now, I think you're going to be really, really excited. And I think you'll be even more excited when you see two things. Number one, the price. I think you're going to be like, holy shit. Because a lot of these big companies charge $100 plus. And I can tell you, for the biggest toy that we've even discussed so far, there was nothing even close to that price range. And number two, the turnaround time is incredible. So again, guys, we won't hold up the podcast any longer. I think it's the biggest announcement we've ever made here in TRC. It's another thing that we're going to do for you guys, to take care of you, to make sure that you guys get stuff done. Last thing I'll say is this. For years and years and years and years, I always wanted to get some of my toys, slabbed, or I wanted them graded or slabbed or whatever I wanted. But I really wanted custom cases more than anything, right? But trying to go through Beckett and some of the other companies is such a pain in the ass. And then the turnaround time, the wait time. I've never been a pre-order guy because I can't stand the waiting period. Here we're going to cut all that out for you, and you're going to have it back in a very reasonable amount of time. And we're not talking 4, 5, 6 months. We're talking, a matter of weeks turnaround time, a matter of weeks. I mean, my stuff was done in 7 days, so you're going to cut all that. We're going to cut all that out for you guys, and we're going to do it at a fraction of the price. Nobody else out there is doing that. We're doing that. We made the deals. We've done the partnering, and we're going to do that for you guys because we appreciate you guys. We tell you all the time we appreciate you, and we do a lot of stuff behind the scenes to show you that we appreciate you.
If that doesn't make you want to grunt,
Just one quick,
I don't know what will.
One quick comment from me. Now, that's going to be perfect for that. I bought it off you, Willie, that Jerry Lawler's first figure that's signed. Couldn't find a case for it. So I can just send it to you just to get it cased because that's what to protect it.
You can just have it slabbed, or you can have it graded and slabbed. Now, if I remember it correctly, it was in pretty good shape, so you could probably get it graded. And even if you get it graded, you basically get the slab for free.
Yep, pretty much.
Exactly.
All right, let's keep this show rolling. Definitely excited about that. I got plenty of things I can think of
to get
done like that. But next up, we're gonna have Roger give us a little brief rundown on what happened in AEW this week, and then we'll take comments from everybody. So, Roger, what's going on in AEW, man?
So I'll be honest with you, same as Ben was talking about. This week really wasn't all that good. They're trying to push up to their pay-per-view coming up, and right now, basically, the stories, to be honest with you, are shit. They got the only thing they're really pushing right now hard is the MJF and Adam Cole Bebe against FTR. But then you turn around and put in, they won their last match, and Adam Cole went to hand MJF the belt, and he looked at it for a little bit, and then MJF took it from him. And so you turn around, now you're going to have what they're talking about is now you're going to have them two have issues between themselves, or MJF basically having an issue with Adam Cole. And I think that's going to pan out for them losing to FTR, and then it's going to go back to him and MJF feuding again. So other than that, really, there really wasn't much other than that. Taya Valkyrie called out Britt Baker, and they fought, and Britt won that. I mean, other than that, they're just regurgitating shit right now. To be totally honest.
Calm before the storm, or pay-per-view rather.
Yeah, real quick. I know I've kind of fast forward. I haven't really sat down and watched it, but I have been noticing they're, of course they're going to be in Wembley, but then they're having is it All Out or All In? I get it's either in or out. Is right after, and in Chicago. And what's going to go on in Chicago during that weekend is StarCast, which is a big convention, which is usually ran by Conrad Thompson, which sucked last year in Nashville. That was just a totally different story, but they set it up for the big convention, and it's a ton of AEW already going to be there. But one of the things I'm looking forward to that is Dennis Rodman's going to be there as a guest, and that's a huge guest. To get some of your NWO pieces signed. But I'm looking forward to see who else they're going to bring there. But that's for that whole weekend for the All Out. And I already looked at tickets for there, and their tickets are going through the roof right now. So hopefully it stays down at affordable prices. But right now I'm seeing AEW prices are going up like WWE prices. That's all I got.
The only match that was really of worth was when they had the blood and guts between the Golden Elite and the BCC, and you had them with Bastard Pac, and I can't remember the guy that's on Dan Callis' family, but even the announcers was like, "Oh, John Moxley's bleeding again," and it was a great match.
It's an everyday thing.
Really good going both ways, but when you have your own announcers going, "Oh yeah, Johnny's busted open again," I mean, that tells you right there that they need to do some work. They need to do some serious work.
So, anybody else got anything about AEW?
I do. Anna Jay's hot.
We lost 4 viewers since we started talking AEW.
That's not entirely true. I still see 16.
Everybody got up to take. Everybody got up to take.
That was their dump. Their dump segment.
Anna Jay is smoking hot. That's all we need to see is an hour or two of her.
Between that and Rhea Ripley, if y'all got that, then hell.
Yeah, forget that little blue pill. We just need Rhea.
I'd never leave the house.
All right, next up, we got some more figures to look at from San Diego Comic-Con. Not as many as last week. Not as many as last week, and I'm gonna just bang through these in like 5 minutes. So, try to hold your load. Don't blow it all at once, okay?
5-minute man.
All right, so we got this Hogan here. I think we already looked at this one.
That's a must buy.
The Sultan. Yeah. How about that?
That's awesome.
Also, another cool thing, all of the basics coming out starting in 2024 are going to have full leg articulation. That just made basics worth a shit to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
This new Albano looks good.
That's a must buy.
Oh, yeah. I dig it, man. I want to get the classics one, too.
Yep.
Then you got WrestleMania
pre-ordered
10
Yeah, that's
double.
Yeah,
I guess 2-pack, right? Ladder
Yeah,
match.
I ordered that one too. Yeah.
2-pack.
How much is that one? 70?
I don't remember.
I think it was 70.
Okay, yeah, because I saw the Foley triple pack was $100.
Yeah, not worth it.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Those
Yeah, I dig it.
though. Those are worth every penny right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I dig it, man. That's a great match too, man. That match, I know everybody always talks about it, but it really is great.
That's a must-have.
I need this Yoko figure.
Yeah, that's a must-have right there.
The best Yoko they've made. I love that Ultimate Yoko. That
And you
right
get the
there.
winged eagle.
Yeah, I absolutely
I
love
can't
that.
wait to open that.
Yeah, me too. And look at that face with him screaming. You know, like he used to scream before he would run and do the splash in the corner. That's what that screaming face is, where he would run, do the splash, or when he'd be on the second rope and get ready to bonsai, he'd scream out "Bonsai!"
Bonza!
That right there.
I wish they would give us a damn Mr. Fuji.
For me, that right there is the figure of the year that's upcoming. I can't wait to get a hold of that one.
Me
I agree
too.
with
Also, I saw some
Yeah, but-
coverage where they were they had one of the Mattell guys there talking about it. The hips are going to be able to drop down that way he could properly do a bonsai drop too. So
That's
they've
awesome.
they've reworked the hips. They did it for him and they did it for Bianca Belair as well. And
Yeah, that's the chase right there. That's,
the chase right here.
Yeah.
Honestly, the chase.
I like the
chase-
original one better.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, I'll take either one because I mean, it looks like one difference. The robe.
Yeah, I'll take both at that point. Ray Hall said Yokozuna is the original inventor of the man bun.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's been
So
in
you can
sumo
drop.
for
Wait a
long
second.
time.
I think so. You can drop Bianca Belair's hips.
Yeah, so that she can do
Oh,
all her
brother.
different dance poses and stuff.
Here we go.
Calm down, Kev. It's
Jesus
still only
Christ.
a 6 inch. It's only a
Easy,
6-inch
Kev.
figure, man.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
hush now.
Another look here. The polka dot Seth Rollins.
I would buy that though.
I would too.
Yeah,
Me
I
too.
would just for the collection.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks
For
good.
my-
I'm a completionist on Seth Rollins, so I'll definitely
Yes.
get it.
This will
Same
be
here
one that I
for my
pick up
PC.
if I stumble across it in the store. I'll pick it up, but I'm not gonna look for it. You know what I mean? Oscar, on the other hand,
Excellent. Yeah, bye for me.
Yeah.
Me too.
must
That
buy.
one looks great, especially the mask one with the horns. Like that's the only head I would ever keep on her. Is the one
Oh,
with the
absolutely.
Yes.
That robe is
That thing just-
amazing.
that looks badass. I wouldn't even need the other heads.
Me neither. That's the Kana head. You know.
Sammy said Montez Ford can drop those Bianca Belair hips.
That Bray
Yeah.
is badass.
From the there's Bray from the Mountain Dew match.
Pitch black match. Yep.
That's sharp. I like that.
Yeah,
I'll have to get
I was a
that.
huge
Look at-
Bray fan. I have to have it.
But look at the mask on the top right of the screen. Look at that mask right there. That right there is
Oops.
exactly what I think I would keep
Oh
on.
my God!
Look at that.
Oh, that's sharp.
That's pretty bad.
I
Yeah,
would
that's
keep
when
that-
Bray
I would-
returned. That's
yeah,
cool.
keep
I
that
would
mask
change
on.
everything out
I
and
would-
put on that figure. I'd change everything.
Yeah, I like that. I would keep that
The only
mask
thing
on.
I'd add to that would be the belt. That's the only thing I'd add to that.
Yeah. Look at this Otis, though, man. Look at the face.
That's
perfect.
amazing.
Only thing I say is they should have gave him
That's
kind of like a happy-go-lucky face because these are both like intense faces.
That's like the
So I
Stevie
found-
C figure there.
Is that an
I
Ultimate
seen one
figure?
at Walmart.
This
I
is
seen one at
me,
Walmart
basically.
That is the Stevie C figure. You need that as mascot on the show every week.
You do need that.
Oh,
I'm gonna buy that for you,
yeah.
Stevie.
Hell yeah, man. I
I
love when you
think-
guys buy me figures.
Except
They had
except I
the-
think you're,
They
I
had
think
the
you're probably
Otis
taller
with
than
the Money in the Bank case with
Attire?
it filled up.
You talk about the Money in the Bank attire?
No, he had
With
it
the
was
case.
him, and he had the money in the bank briefcase, but it opened up and it was full of food.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was like a lunchbox.
Yeah,
I
the
love
only thing
Otis,
I would
man.
say, Steven, is I think you're probably taller than him.
Maybe by a few inches.
Oh,
well, they can't make one without a beard because if they do, it'll look like Francis from Pee Wee's Playhouse.
That's right.
I agree with this comment right here. They say give Otis a Mandy Rose a face smile. There's a town called Otis, Indiana, where I live near me. Hell yeah. That's where Otis is from. He's from Otis. The Chad Gable. I don't know how I feel about the face, but I'm excited to just have the tag team, you know. Of course, no Maxine Dupree because she just joined them. But you'll probably get her in a couple weeks. This Sammy, I'm just kind of like man on the Sammy here.
Sammy's too plain.
It's too plain. I won't buy it.
The last two releases look just like that. There isn't much to it.
Yeah, the Sammy hype is over, man. This thing's not going to do that well. I don't think.
Well, he's still getting the pops.
It's just plain.
The storyline might keep him in the tag team for right now, but he's still getting pops. Every time he comes out, it's almost the same as Cody.
How are you going to have a Sammy figure? How are you going to have a Sammy figure without a hat?
Right.
Exactly. I'm screaming that.
Now,
put the Irish hat on him, not the little green cap. Put the hats that I wear on him. That's the best figure he ever had with the Irish hat.
Yeah.
You said the Yokozuna was going to be figure of the year for you.
Yeah.
Well, I disagree because of the next one right here. That's figure of the year for me.
I mean,
it's good, but
that's a great one. But man, I'm really looking forward to that Yoko. I can't confirm or deny, but I mean, this is a must buy. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm. And the Chase.
Yeah, you got to buy the Paul Bears. You got to buy the William Moody's, no matter what. I mean, they're just phenomenal. Yeah. And if you've never spent the time, it's less than an hour. It's like 55 minutes on Peacock and watch the Paul Bear special. Holy shit, you're missing out. If you haven't spent 5 minutes to watch it, it is incredible, and it will make you cry. And if it doesn't make you cry, then you probably didn't cry when Old Yeller got shot either. I'm just saying.
I cried when Marley and me died.
I mean, seriously, did you watch the Paul Bearer special and not cry? I mean, it was extremely sad. You know,
I haven't seen it, but I've seen a lot about Paul Bearer, and I probably would cry.
I mean, I cry a lot during wrestling. I cried a lot during the Luger autobiography on A&E.
We're not looking for extra credit, Kev. Okay.
Yeah, I know, man, but I cry a lot, dude.
Hey, dude, side note. Ramona Eve said she's buying that. She's buying that Sammy figure.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
Someone else asked if they missed the announcement. Did you miss the announcement? Yes, we had two announcements. First, we got a YouTube channel that we're going to start posting and doing live streams from. It'll simultaneously stream live on Facebook group still. So you don't have to go to YouTube to watch us on Thursday nights if you don't want to. But we're also going to start doing unboxings and general discussion, stuff like that. And then the second big announcement Will dropped on everybody is we are partnering with a toy grading company and getting huge discounts for the members, getting certification and, custom cases and stuff. Of course, you'll be able to replay this after the show. So I definitely recommend going back and hearing everything that Will covered because it's a lot of information, kind of hard to just briefly spit it out. But let's keep moving here with these figures.
I need to quickly say something.
Sure.
I have just been notified that the Sami Zayn figure will be figure of the year, and I will be buying it.
What does that mean?
It means his wife told him to say that. It means his wife told him to say that.
That means I'm
whooped. Wait, is Jeff here?
Welcome in, Jeff Lowell. Hey, Jeff, probably about 23 minutes into the show, we did a big presentation on the toy grading, and we're glad you're here watching us and with us. And we got a lot of people excited about what you and I have going on and really excited about the partnership. So thank you for popping in, Jeff. And hopefully sometime in the next couple of weeks, we'll be able to get you on to talk a little bit more and give more details than what I was able to give. But everything that I was able to say is stuff that we talked about. And I know there's a lot of people excited right now. So probably the biggest announcement we've ever made. So I see Jeff's in the room and he's commenting. So thank you so much, Jeff. And we look forward to getting you on the show for, at least a little bit of time to talk about what you got going on. So, and you guys know, like I said, I've known Jeff for a very long time. We're great friends, and he's as trustworthy, if not more, than I am. So, and you guys know me. So, let's keep going, Steven.
Welcome.
Absolutely.
Welcome,
so
Jeff.
we got some retros here, I believe. Yeah, retros of DX. So these are pretty cool. Of course, these are digital markups so far, so they don't actually have these sculpted yet, or at least they didn't have them presented. As far as I remember, I might have a picture. And we'll keep going. Of course, here's the 3 faces of Foley. It's $100. It's a ringside exclusive. I'm kind of upset about it because it's $100. Did I mention that it cost $100?
I think you mentioned that one.
The Mick Foley.
I like the fact that
feature.
we're finally getting a WCW version of Cactus.
That's
the thing
that.
The thing is, for $100, like I really thought they were.
And they're finally fixing the shirt.
I thought they were going to be Ultimate Elites, and they're not. They're Standard Elites. But I did see. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. They are releasing all 3 of those figures individually as well. So they're not just going to sell them in the 3-pack.
Yes.
They're also selling them individual.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
the
good.
original Dude Love Elite that came out. They screwed up on the tie-dye shirt, and it looked more tribal. They fixed it.
Sammy wants to know how much the 3 faces fully cost. It is $99.99, which is 1 penny less than $100. Also, someone commented a minute ago. They said they met Lex Luger in Maryville, Indiana, and wrestled. He wrestled Saturday night and Sunday morning. He gave a testimony how God turned his life around and prayed with him and their daughters. So that's a pretty cool story, man. Just randomly thrown in there. Just wanted to randomly cover that real quick.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yes,
absolutely.
I love Lex.
Look at
this right here.
Oh, wow.
Brian.
I'm getting that. Oh, yeah.
I just started getting into classic superstars, and what a time to get in, because look at that figure right there.
And that's
you talk
reverse
check out that mask. Check out that
Steven,
mask.
you talk about. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Brian. Go ahead.
Well, and that mask is, obviously he wore the red and black. This is the that's an alternate mask, and dude, that figure's just beautiful. Look at that. Look at that robe.
Yeah.
Now we were talking about the.
I'm getting
the
2 of those.
Grading.
One to sign, one to look at.
We were talking about the toy grading earlier, Brian. Can you imagine getting one of these bad boys graded?
Yeah.
That thing's gonna be beautiful,
Sweet.
right?
Hell yeah. I want it now.
Make you cry, man. Just make you want to cry. Tears of joy. Here's your Build-A-Fig.
That's a waste of a figure right there.
It's a Build-A-Fig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But William, who still doesn't have an Elite, and look who has one now.
Oh, I know. Where's the Haku? Where's the Barbarian? Where's all those guys at that we talk about? And hell, the new Virgil that they need to do, they did the suited Virgil, the one with $1 Million Man, the suited one. But where the hell is the red, white stripes or white pants with red stripes Virgil?
He's coming
other than being a Build-A-Figure. I mean, he needs his own individual. They've got him coming out, but he's a Build-A-Figure for another set.
Someone says here, technically, shouldn't it be the 4 faces of Foley? I agree. They just put out that Commissioner Mick Foley. So if you have that, get the triple pack. There you go. Four Foley deep right there.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I talked a lot of shit before that Foley Commissioner Elite came out, but once I saw it, I had to buy it. It was a lot nicer than I ever thought it was going to be.
We got a anorexic Trish Stratus here with the tiny legs, and then we got the Pat McAfee back in the back
with the big ass guns,
looking sweet. Yeah, I was about to say he was a kicker, man. His arms have never been that big. But now the Nicholas. Just to go back real quick, it's a Build-A-Fig for an Elite Series where you have to buy the John Cena and the Rock, I think. So, if you don't already have enough of those and you're not named Nicholas Jones and buy every figure, you got to buy those 2 if you really want Nicholas here.
Well, they already
had the Nicholas, so.
They already had the parts for this because they had the Build-A-Figure Dominic.
Yeah, I don't think I need that figure in my life at all.
Yeah. Even with the WrestleMania 34. They call them soft goods. You won't believe. I watched this 20-minute video about this presentation, and the dude said soft goods literally like 80 times.
Yeah,
almost as many times as I said $100.
Yeah, how much was that 3-pack?
Soft.
I think it's $100.
Yeah,
$99.99.
But you know how ringside is, man. I haven't checked in like 4 hours, so it might be $109.99 now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Barbarian and Bob Orton Sr. will be wrestling in South Bend, Indiana this Saturday. Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't believe Cowboy Bob Orton is wrestling and his son's not.
Bob Orton is he's a badass, and so is Barbarian. Barbarian is one of those guys. You know, Barbarian was our guest not too long ago. You guys remember that? And
Yeah.
I wouldn't smart off the Barbarian. I think Barbarian would smack you in the
Hell
mouth.
no.
I wouldn't smart off him. And I tell you who else I wouldn't smart off to, and that's the Warlord. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
hell no.
Nope.
would definitely smack you in the mouth.
When you have War and Lord in your name, you get nothing but respect.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know, Barbarian would smack you in the mouth and thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of
He'd say
TRC
thank you,
guests,
sir, and walk away.
speaking of TRC guests, man, I saw a PCO in a cringe compilation. That dude's, I think it was his collarbone got dislocated or something.
Yeah.
Holy crap. That guy was in some hardcore matches in TNA.
So we've had tremendous guests over the years with TRC, but in my opinion, and the other guys will argue with me, but in my opinion, the best guest we ever had in TRC was PCO. And I know the other guys have different opinions. We all have different opinions on the best guests we've had, but I had so much fun talking to him and spending time with him. And, you know, honestly, if I could ever bring him back for another show and make it work for both he and I would do it. What a great guy.
You just have to have some boiled eggs, right?
Yeah, and some mustard.
Yeah, mustard.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets only $10 general admission and 20 ringside on the field where South Bend Cubs play at. Okay, that's pretty sweet. And now we're looking at the Rock. I think it was a triple pack, right?
Yeah, it's his grandfather, his dad, and him.
Peter and Rocky Johnson. Yeah,
I still want the fanny pack Rock.
this is
Yeah,
this would be perfect for a fanny pack.
For me,
This reminds me.
The flops, man. The dress.
This reminds me of the Rock from the SmackDown PlayStation commercial.
You know, for me, though, this set is lacking a lot. There's a lot I think they could have done with this set. And the only reason they're pushing this set out now is to further push the Bloodline agenda. And for me, I think this set is a pass.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it, man. But also, two of the three.
If this Rock was a single and it came with a pager that said 316 on it, I'd buy it. That's the only way.
Yeah, because we just got the Rocky's dad, Rocky Johnson, recently.
Well, not only that, why does he not have an Intercontinental title right there? You know, once again, we've talked about this over and over and over. Why are you putting out elites at now a higher price? The average elite now is $25 plus at retail.
Yeah.
So why are you putting out elites at 25? You're putting out ultimates at 35 minimum. Why are you putting them out with belts? Why does he not have an Intercontinental title? You know, he should have the old school Intercontinental title in that attire, the one that he faced Austin for at the end of '97. And if he's not going to have that, then, I just don't see it. And, Rocky Johnson ultimately should have a tag team championship belt with him that he had with Tony Ellis.
$100, man.
Well, and the big thing is like, I think it's cool that we're getting High Chief Peter Maivia, but in all honesty, who in the collector's market is clamoring for a High Chief Peter Maivia? Who was alive when he wrestled?
I was and bought one.
I was.
So I was like, Chuck was at WrestleMania 3.
I bought one for the Tribal Chief.
Honestly, if High Chief Peter Maivia came as an individual package, you probably wouldn't sell a whole lot of them, but I would probably buy one individually. Hell, I would probably even buy a Rocky Johnson individually with the tag title, for sure. But the 3-pack, no belts, Sammy just made the great comment right there. He said, with extra hands, nobody wants extra hands. We want belts. Absolutely.
Or nobody wants 3 sets of hands.
Yes, damn it.
Why are we not?
Screw those hands. We want belts.
Mattel needs to put out more belts. And, I mean, you can't tell me that it costs them that much more to put a belt in the package instead of, 3 different sets of hands. Forget the hands. Give us the hands that hold the belts and move on.
I'm not sure how much the Rock triple pack costs, but I'm sure it's probably $100 too.
Yeah, not for me.
I didn't really have an interest in that one, so I never even looked. But
this
yeah,
is a good Heart
These
Foundation.
are badass right here. These are badass. These are the ultimate Heart Foundation.
This is the Coliseum collection, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Heart
ultimate
Foundation.
stuff. Ultimate. Now,
Yep.
I have the original set that came out, which was, I think, Elite, like, Nicholas could probably correct me, like Elite 51 or something like that, the original Heart Foundation.
Yeah, I think so.
They are badass. I mean, it's
yeah.
it's hard to conceive getting rid of those to put these in the collection, because even though these look awesome, those are incredible by themselves. So these are going to have to really look, phenomenal for me to even consider getting rid of
Kevin.
I would still buy these for sure to have them, because I buy everything, Brett, obviously, but I don't know that I would get rid of my old ones for these.
I think these are different.
I'm liking his hair.
To get these.
They usually screw up Brett's hair a lot, so I'm liking it.
Yeah.
Well, and I think, but with the Elite 51, yeah, it was the Heart Foundation, but from what I'm looking at these, the Coliseum collection is supposed to look like the LJNs.
Yeah.
These look like younger Brett and Anvil. So I think they're different enough to where you could have both.
Yeah, that doesn't look like the LJN Brett, because I have the LJN Brett, and that doesn't look like Brett.
It's missing sunglasses if it's supposed to be like an LGN Brett.
Well, I'm sure it's a package, because they're in that ultimate.
Yeah.
The Coliseum collection gives you about 500,000 accessories, but not usually too many belts. But at the same time, again, though, they're going to have to be
wrestling.
They're going to have to be stunning figures to get rid of the old set. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the last one I had here. I love this Johnny Gargano right here.
Hey, can I throw something in there, though, about those hearts? Can you go back to that one more time?
Yeah.
I just want to throw something in there. Looking at those, right, and looking at those collectibles, another thing that I was thinking about earlier, and I think I might have mentioned this in the admin chat. I know we were talking a lot about it, but stuff like this, where you can get a custom case made. Who the hell would not want to have a tag team like the Heart Foundation, Demolition, LOD, some of the other ones, have a custom case made through the new toy grading system that we're using, and have those guys, basically entombed or enshrined or whatever the hell you want to call it, encapsulated together?
I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
I think that would be badass.
So they can do that then? So they could do tag teams like that?
Absolutely.
Because I was going to ask you about,
absolutely.
Like Hasbro's, like the Legion of Doom or
like
that. So they would be together?
Yeah, absolutely. So you'd have a custom case with the tag team. I mean, again, if you're a tag team guy and your favorite, a lot of people out there, their favorite tag team is LOD, right? So you take your two LOD Hasbros, put them bad boys in one case. You can have them graded, or you can just have them encapsulated. You don't have to have them graded, but most likely you'd have them, graded. And then, you put them together forever, encapsulated, and you have a beautiful case to display them. And now, you've got your tag team together forever.
That's awesome.
I didn't have to take a shit. I just had to get a new bottle of water because I'm thirsty.
I was going to say, that was a quick dump.
Another one that would be cool would be like would be that new NWO set that came out, that new retro set.
Absolutely.
Cool
do something like that.
I want to get my hands on that.
Or what if you do something like this too, Brian? What if you take like that new NWO Hogan retro, right? And then you put it in with the original Hogan retro the original Hogan Hasbro Series 1 with the open hands. And you've got the double faces of Hogan. You got the Hollywood and the Hulk. You got the first ever Hasbro Hogan, and you got the newest retro Hollywood Hogan.
You know what I just thought?
That's a good idea.
Here's an idea, Will.
Are endless.
What if you got a custom case? Let's say you got a Hogan magazine autographed. You put that in the case, and then you get a Hogan to be in front of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be badass.
Awesome. Like two grades in one.
So they've kind of done that. They've kind of done that with the new pop set, like we've been talking about. This is mine. Chuck Waggle sent this to me. Absolutely awesome. Shout out to Chuck Waggle. So
I was so bummed about that. I know I'm interjecting here, and I'm sorry, but I thought that it had both of them in one. I did not realize they were separate. I went to Target. I was so excited to get it, and I saw that, and I said, I'm not buying two of those. They can kiss my ass. But it still looks awesome.
They have that with the Funko
That's
Pop.
beautiful.
And Funko came out with a lot of different ones. Like my wife bought one that has Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket in it. You know, it's a big display thing. But you could absolutely do that with a program or a magazine. Like you take WWF magazine, like the one that has Hogan with the flag over his shoulder, that magazine cover. I have one laying around here somewhere, but I don't want to dig for it right now. I just want to kind of make my point. But put that in there, right? Then you take Hogan Hasbro Series 3, right? And you put that bad boy right in front of that thing. Wow, you talk about fire. And you're going to take this and you're going to go up about 10 notches basically by doing your own and creating your own. There's a lot of opportunities there. By the way, shout out Chuck Waggle.
That would be beautiful.
You guys didn't hear me. Shout out to Chuck Waggle. He took care of me on this. Appreciate
Chuck's such a guy.
You're welcome.
You're such a guy, Chuck.
But another one that would be cool too. You know, when William brought up, the Hulk Hogan retro and the Hulk Hogan Hasbro, what about a Razor Ramon Hasbro and a Scott Hall retro? That'd be pretty sweet too.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I mean, there's a lot of different possibilities. Like, look at these
The combinations are endless.
So look at these guys.
The Nasty Boys.
Look at these guys. You know, they come on those shitty cards, but if you could find a decent card, you could get it in there and you get it graded. Or rip these bad boys straight out of the package. They're minty right out of the package, right? And you get this thing encapsulated.
That's beautiful.
I'm breathing, brother.
Think about it. You get one of those encapsulated. You guys
I
saw
love
me
that figure.
You guys saw me last week rip this thing right out of the package. So let's go on, Steven. I'll keep it here all night.
Moving.
Well, you're kind of on brand. It's time for show and tell.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna let Chuck go first because I honestly feel like nobody's gonna outdo me. So
yes.
I don't know because it was my birthday yesterday.
That is
I'll go
true.
last. I'll go last.
I know Chuck likes to shop. You ain't going last. I'm going last.
Well,
you go second to last.
I guess I'll go start off with, since we just got done talking about the Heart Foundation. I got this here.
And you were sitting quiet through that
That's
segment.
beautiful.
You had to sit quiet. You're like, I can't tell them yet.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Happy
Chuck.
birthday, by the way.
Thank you. And then I got the Honky Tonk Man.
He's just
Very
a
nice.
I love that honky tonk man.
I love me a honky tonk, man.
And then I got Doink.
Boink.
Very awesome.
I love that figure too.
What's up, Facebook user? Just got home.
That's
I'm a
Shane
big
Powers.
classic
What's up?
Superstars fan.
Shane
Powers.
Powers.
And Andre the Giant.
Andre.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Did
you know
you get
what
these
I
on
want?
eBay?
Chuck, you know what I want is that new Andre coming out with the yellow tights and the WrestleMania 2 shirt. That's going to be badass, right?
Yep. That's what I want as well.
Hell
Then I got me another Andre.
That's just Series 1, right?
Awesome.
Right there.
Yep.
That's Series
Chuck,
1.
did you get those? Did you get those off of eBay? Because I know a seller that had all those.
No, I have a friend that's in close to me, and he got a boatload of. He bought out a guy or something, and told me about them. So I went up and got them.
Nice.
Gotcha.
We got
Abdullah.
the Butcher.
Abdullah the Butcher.
I
Awesome.
just saw him on the Killing of Bruiser Brody episode of Dark Side of the Ring last night. Voice does not match the gimmick.
Got Zeus.
Yeah. The Human Wrecking
love it.
Machine.
Yep. Still
Damn, I love those classics.
Damn.
Then the Sheik.
Tiki Baby. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's
Tiki
beautiful.
baby.
I've never seen that.
Check out those boots.
Yeah. And then old Brother Love.
Nice.
Brother Love.
I have that one and I love it.
Yeah. And then I got a Cody Rhodes.
Nice.
That's sweet.
And let's see, I got
Damn, Chuck came out swinging.
That was
Brock
awesome.
Lesnar and the Undertaker.
WrestleMania 30.
Not bad, not bad.
Big E.
Big E.
Great figure.
Oh, yeah.
I love that figure.
Wow.
I'm still going.
Kev, you have one of those.
And I got Mandy Rose.
Kev, you have one of the few of those Farouk signed.
I do, and it's beautiful.
And then Kevin Nash. That glare ain't doing very good.
Nice.
And then Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
I like that, Drew.
That's the original Drew, right? The one that they did the throwback to his first attire.
Yep. And I got me another Roman Reigns.
Yep. You can never have too many Romans.
Nope. And then this one here, I really didn't understand very well. You got Triple H and Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, that's an odd ball right there.
WrestleMania 34.
Right.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in Target past weekend, and I was like, why are they together?
And then I got this as well. But what's really cool about this is the voices.
Get that graded, Chuck.
And
hell yeah.
That was really cool. But I told you guys I had a big surprise.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's see it. By the way, I don't think.
There we go.
What?
Oh,
sweet.
Look at that.
They're already shipping those out?
Awesome.
Yep, I just got it yesterday.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You know, I forgot.
Well, I ain't even showing nothing now.
I got to get one of those. Damn.
I forgot it was Chuck's birthday week, so he doesn't count this week.
Yeah.
You know, that's cheap.
Yeah, Chuck just kicked everybody's ass.
Chuck just shit on everybody else.
I don't know. That's pretty good, man. I'm still holding strong with what I got, but
unless somebody's got Stone Cold Smoking Skull belt from his own house, damn.
Yeah,
I don't have it from his house, but I do have that belt.
Hey, side note though. Side note. I know we said it yesterday, and I know it was yesterday, but huge shout out to Chuck. Happy birthday, Chuck, from all of TRC. We appreciate the hell out of you. We're so happy to have you here with us, and thank you for everything. And damn, that was a hell of a show and tell, Chuck.
Honestly, I think the belt looks better on Chuck than it does Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
I agree.
All right, Will, it's your turn.
Really? So now I'm embarrassed to even go because I don't really have much, but I'll show a couple things. So number one, you guys already know what we do. I was excited to get these. Brian Howitt took care of me. He got me a couple of these, one to get signed, one to rip open. So, you know, in the words of Brian Howitt, let him breathe. So we're gonna
I don't think Brian says that.
We're going to rip that. Doesn't Brian say let him breathe? I don't remember. So, you know, it's really kind of a plain figure, but the end of your shirt is well worth it. So
with the soft good shirt.
I'm really, it's soft good shirt, guys. Really a fan of that. So next thing is Kevin Callahan. He and I, you know, known each other for a while, always taking care of each other. I mentioned one week that I would buy that Johnny Knoxville Elite. I haven't found one. And Kevin's like, yo, man, I found one for you. We did some trading. We did some different things. And I bought some stuff from him. He bought some stuff from me. And he hooked me up with the Johnny Knoxville that he found just because, you know, we've always got something going, me and him, you know, taking care of each other. So, you know, you know what we do with these guys, right? In the words of Brian Howard, let it breathe.
First time in the line, last time in the line, last time in the box.
That's right. Johnny Knoxville, baby. I don't know what it is about that figure, but I really wanted it. I don't know. It's a cool looking figure, you know. So, and I really don't have a whole lot more, but I will show you one more thing. One of my main events in the upcoming Sunday 5-way dance between myself, Cameron, Michael Bure, Stephen Coleman, and Ben Bowman. One of my main events in the upcoming show. Try to get the glare off it for you guys. An original theater card of the Marine movie of John Cena, signed by Cena, certified already, good to go. So you don't see a lot of stuff like this. You just don't, especially when they're like the theater style cards. You know, it's just something really cool. I had the opportunity to grab a hold of it. Already certified, good to go. So that's going to be one of my upcoming items on Sunday. You guys know I'm a big Cena fan, but I try to buy what I can and put it in the lives first for the most part, unless it's something I just really can't part with. But that's going to be one of my items coming up on Sunday. So, I mean, other than that, I got a few things here and there, but nothing that really compares to what you guys got. Chuck had a hell of a mail week. Steven, I know you had a hell of a mail week. So I think I'll save the time for you guys and let the rest of you guys go.
Johnny Knoxville's a dog, man. That's why you wanted that figure, because he's a dog. All right, so Roger, did you really want to go second to last? We'll go to Nick next, or
yeah, let's go to Nick next.
Dr. Nick.
All right, Dr.
Nick.
Nick.
So I don't have it in the room, but I do have some other good stuff. I got the Hulk Hogan squirt head to go with my Macho and my Warrior, and then I got some really good autos. I got Kimchi and Blacktop Bully from Ben. And I didn't pay a dime for these. A buddy of mine had a bunch of extra wrestling magazines, and I have all mine bagged and boarded. And he's like, "Hey, do you want these extra ones?" I said, "Hell yeah." So let me get these out of the box here. So these are, some of them, actually all of them are doubles, but that's okay, because I like to have extra ones to read. That way I don't have to get them out of the bags and stuff. So I've got March of '99 with Mick Foley on the front.
Nice.
I've got July of '99 with Godfather.
Hey, you should send that in to get signed, Nick.
I actually do have one signed already. This one was just an extra one. I got that one, and then I've got the Papa Shango one.
Oh, okay.
And then I've got June '99 Raw, October of '99, September with DOWG Road Dog.
Nice.
And this one was always one of my favorites, with the Attitude on the back. Mm-hmm. That one was always funny.
You can kind of hear the theme music, right? When you look at that, you can hear.
I'm an ass man. Then I got some other random ones.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Then Big Dave.
Somebody needed that one right there. That one you just showed. Somebody needed. I think it might have been Robert Burdick needed that one, because wasn't that the first issue when they did away with SmackDown and Raw and they went to one magazine?
Yeah, this was the preview issue of World Wrestling Entertainment. This was August of 2006. Yeah,
I think Robert Burdick might have needed a copy of that.
And then I've got, this one's not even open. This one's sealed. It's November of '09.
Nice.
And this one was really cool too. I loved when Jeff Hardy was on the cover.
Yep.
Very cool. And to finish it all off, I thought this was really badass. He threw this in. So I don't collect too many posters. And I've got a handful of posters from years back. And actually, no, this one, I forgot all about this. I didn't get it from him. I actually got it from you, Will. I forgot all about this. Check this out.
Oh, wow. Yep, the fully loaded.
The fully loaded. This, guys, was from back in the day when Will used to... Here, let's see if I can get it in frame. Check it out.
Oh, yeah.
This was when Will used to run by himself on the auctions. And
years ago now.
That's a while ago, man.
And wait, we got to listen to Enya in the background.
That's right.
Yeah, I forgot all. This was in a box, and I found it. I was going through one of my totes, and I'm gonna get a. Yeah, I need to get a frame for that. The only other thing I got was I've got it coming. I ordered on what was it? Amazon, I've got the Ultimate Goldberg and the Ultimate Triple H from like the 2006 era with like the Fu Manchu. They had a sale on some of their Ultimates, but that's all I got.
Nice.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Good variety of items so far. Kev, you got anything, man?
That post brings back some.
I got a few things I picked up.
That brings back some memories right there, Nick.
Oh yeah.
Dan
Pulling on
Gleason
your
commented.
nostalgia heartstrings.
Dan Gleason commented, "I remember Will Hudson first live, spent a ton that night, and have never been disappointed." Thank you, Dan Gleason.
So they put first love. Spent a ton that night on your first love. I thought it was funny.
Paul Heyman.
It was. Signed Heyman, whatever, Schamberger print.
Hell yeah.
Love the Schambergers.
At the still signed Jim Ross, Dr. Death, Steve Williams.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
There you go.
Inscribed thumbs up, I think.
I got this from Willie. It's the Royal Rumble, signed by Hacksaw Jim Duggan and inscribed.
Program?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
There's
y'all are bringing out the nostalgia.
Hacksaw there.
And that purchase was from years ago, Kev.
Yep, and that
like
he
it,
put
man.
first Royal Rumble winner on it.
Hell yeah.
And then since we showed the new figure earlier, I always love showing this on my collection
Also-
piece of the day, but I'll show it again.
Robert Burdick said in the comments that he has that issue, by the way.
Oh, okay. I know he was looking for a specific one. I couldn't remember. Robert, I was trying to look out
One of
for
my
you,
favorite
so
Hogans.
That is awesome. Hogan in Japan.
Yes,
Very,
that's
very
badass.
cool.
Is that Hiro Matsuda?
No.
That's Inoki, isn't it?
Antonio Inoki.
Yep.
Yeah.
Antonio
Okay, that's it.
That's one of my
Badass
favorite Hogans, and since you all showed the figure, I showed that. I love showing that piece. That's all.
Hogan. Nice.
Hell yeah,
Kev.
man.
Nice.
Man, you guys are bringing out some old school memories tonight. Hell yeah.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
Brian.
That's it.
Flying Brian.
All right. Well, my show and tell isn't all that exciting, but so I got this from Ben. I got a DDP.
DDP.
So thanks,
It's
Ben.
me.
I also got that as well.
Nice.
Well, you just got the image?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a
That's
good
awesome.
image, you know.
He'll get it signed at some point, though, I'm sure. That's a
Yeah.
badass
Don't worry,
image.
Steven.
I'm not
then-
worried.
And then these two that I had that I'm showing next are first time in my line that I've ever had. I finally got a Jerry the King Lawler from William,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Love
Very
it.
nice.
and then I also got a Jimmy Hart, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Oh,
baby.
So obviously I can still get Hogan and Nash to sign if I want to.
So I'm gonna say this: invest in Jerry, guys, because he's canceling all these shows. Invest in Jerry.
Yeah. Sadly.
So then I went to Target the other day and I was trying to find Hope figures for the guys, and they hardly had any. But I ran across a D'Lo,
You're looking at the real deal now.
and then I also got a Taker.
Awesome.
Yep.
See, my target's got butts, man. It's got the same stuff it's had for
And
the
then-
past 3 weeks.
I found this as well, and I know I told you guys Kane would be my only pop. Well, I kind of lied. I got
I
the
knew that was happening.
Yeah.
I knew you'd get another.
They had
Awesome.
they had Mr. T, but I didn't pick that up.
He said, "You guys are crazy. I'm never buying another Funko Pop ever."
Look at
But
that.
I also want to look into the future, and so with this grading program that we're going to be doing, I'm getting this guy graded.
Hell yeah.
There you
I got
go.
this from William. So
Hell yeah. So just so you guys know, that's the Arm Punch Hogan. So that was the Series 4 Hogan. So that's the rarest of the Hasbro Hogans that they made other than the mail away. Because they really didn't make a whole lot of those.
And
So-
fucking Brian opened it.
what?
What the?
This came open, dude.
What the fuck?
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Brian,
That's the comment of the damn night.
Brian said, "Let it breathe."
Dude, you almost had me going. I'm like, he opened a mid-on card Hasbro.
If I
You
would
gonna
have,
make me
if I
pass
would
out?
have
Brian's
got
like,
that
what
from
the
William,
fuck's going on, dude?
Even I don't do that.
No, I would not.
That was awesome. That was out of nowhere. That was great, Stevie.
Dude, I almost passed out, bro.
Oh man.
You got a lot of laugh emojis in the chat too, man. Everybody's laughing their
Hell
ass
yeah.
off.
That was awesome.
Yep.
You had me dumbfounded there for a minute.
Gotta clip that.
Hell yeah. And he fucking opened it.
But that's all I
right.
got.
All right, Ben, what you got, man?
All right. Awesome mail days, everybody. Like I said, I think Chuck's beat us pretty good this week. The only thing I got was just one thing. For my personal collection, I finally was able to get the Bash the Beach
hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Scott
hey,
Hall.
yes.
That's a
So
sweet figure, man.
finally got it. Just got it in the mail, and then that's the only thing I got this week. I did get a Holy Grail that I will show hopefully in a couple weeks, but that's about it. That's all I had.
Nice.
Well, hell yeah, man.
Yep.
All killer, no filler, man.
Yep.
Now,
All right.
Ben, are you gonna open that Scott Hall?
Yes.
Hell
Once
yeah.
I get the Kevin Nash, then I'll have all the Bash at the Beach.
So I don't have the Nash one, but I do have that Scott Hall, and I had to open it.
My only thing is on it is why in the hell did they give him a white spray paint can?
Because that was the thing. That was the thing within within 3 weeks of remember they started it at Hog Wild, and then every time after Hog Wild they went out on Nitro and stuff. They spray painted
Black. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so the last two is me and Roger, and Roger says that he wants to go last. Like you think you did better than me, Roger?
Well, I know for a fact I didn't do better than Chuck, but I'll take my chances.
I don't think I did either. I mean, honestly, but like I said,
I know what you did.
It's his birthday, man. He cheated. Okay,
Chuck put us to shame.
I tell you what, I'll go ahead and go now, and I'll let Roger go last. Okay,
All right.
because I'm ready to get this stuff off my desk. All right, so
Get
first
it
up,
off my desk.
I went to Target and I got the Ultimate Warrior Classic. Excuse me,
Oh,
this
yeah.
was at Walmart actually.
Yeah.
But I bought a few extra of these, so I'll have a couple of these for sale on the cheap on
Nice.
Sunday. And then this one was actually kind of damaged, so I'm gonna open this one.
Hell yeah, there you go. Let it breathe.
Let it breathe. It looks so good,
Let it breathe.
man.
It does.
The power of the Ultimate Warrior.
I know.
We'll live on forever. Look at that soft good. Oh,
They put a lot more effort into that series than I ever thought was possible, because I skipped like the first 3 series until Brian Howitt conned me into buying one of those, and now I love them.
it's a beaut, man. I love it, especially this one. Holy shit,
Yeah.
dude.
They remind me so much of the AWA Rimcos.
The trick is with those, you got to put them on the ringside stands because they don't like to stand.
Oh yeah, they fall over big time. They're top heavy.
Yeah.
I've been
Sort
buying
of
a
like
lot of DVDs, so I'm gonna go ahead and bang through those really quick. I got the Sting collection,
Woo.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Kev's favorite superstar, The Story of Edge.
Yep.
Fuck that guy.
Excited about this one.
Oh,
Hey,
that
Piper's
one's a
story.
good one.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
incredible.
Very good.
That one's incredible.
Batista.
Yeah.
Excited about this one too. It'll go good with my unreleased DVD that Will bought me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This one, the Jeff Jarrett King of the Mountain DVD set, got a lot of TNA on there.
You're gonna have to tell me how that one is. I've heard that one's pretty good.
Yeah. It's got a lot of matches on it. They actually you see how they listed pretty much all of it?
Yeah.
This 3-disc set's like 12 hours, I think, or something like that. Actually, it's only 3 hours. What?
That's JEFF.
That's right. I got the
Hey,
unreleased
double R.
Hulk Hogan Collector's
Double
Series.
D.
Oh
3
yeah,
disc
that's
set.
a good one. That's a good one. I think that's the one right there that has him versus Sheik when he wins the title.
The Rock DVD set. I have the other one, so I wanted to get this one. I think this one was newer, so it has more stuff. Really excited to check this out since I was not born yet when this was going on for the most part. And that's the Legends of Mid-South Wrestling.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Jake Ted and Junkyard Dog right there on the front. I don't know.
Hey, people don't realize how over JYD really was. Like, he was so over in the 80s. He could rival Hogan with how over he was, but they would never give him a chance to be on the top.
Also from North Carolina, so represent home state. And then this was included in a lot that I bought, but I've also heard this one isn't that good. But it still looks cool, as far as
that one was stuff. Okay. I mean, it's got some funny
it's nostalgic.
Stuff in it. Yeah,
it's nostalgic if you want to go back and watch funny stuff. I mean, but
all right, now we're gonna get into the good stuff. Everything up to this point has been crap. Not really, but you know what I mean. So this, I can't believe that I found this in a local shop, but it's a complete copy of No Mercy for Nintendo 64. And I bought a plastic case on Amazon to kind of keep it in. Now the box is a little beat up. I mean, it's cardboard that's, decades old at this point, but
that's really
Jesus
cool.
Christ.
Really excited to have this, even though it's not in the best shape.
Like that, though.
Oh yeah,
No
I didn't want it to get worse.
Was one of the greatest wrestling games. The roster on that was huge.
It was.
Yeah.
All
right, now for the last three items, I'm going to take my headset off because I have to stand up. But these are super sweet and already framed.
Hell yeah.
So first up, you got the 18 by 24 WrestleMania 33 poster.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
On this wall, the 33 plaques that I have right here.
Hell yeah.
And then these last two I got from Will.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Art print.
That's awesome.
Nice. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Very nice.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Shoo.
Dropping the fire, dude.
It's hard
That's
as
my
a bottle of
show, too.
fire ant.
Hell yeah. And those are limited edition too, and those are badass.
So are those Schamberger prints?
Yeah.
So they were made by Bartlett, right?
Oh, okay.
Bartlett, that's it.
Yeah.
Man, them things are beautiful.
But they're all
Steven.
limited, like 100 or 200. I mean, they're very, very limited. And
I'm gonna do it for you, Steven.
I literally had those in the garage, still rolled, original plastic, and just threw some of them up on a claim sale. And Steven picked them up because I had some extras and threw it up there, and bam, gone.
Yeah, because I collect a lot of WrestleMania posters, and I wasn't about to let that slide. That had to be part of my
Steven
collection.
actually has some really rare WrestleMania posters. He doesn't show them very much, but he has an original 19, which they're like super hard to find. He has an original 27, which you'll never see another 27 out there because there's just very few. He's got some really rare stuff too, just like I do.
Beautiful.
All right, Roger.
Yeah, just wanted to show the back of this Warrior real quick. Now that he's out of the move your tail,
That's
fast kitty.
awesome. So that's actually
that's a
the
sweet
cover.
jacket.
That's the cover. The cover from his comic book. His first comic book is that jacket.
Yeah, that's dope. Looks like he's standing up on the desk now. But yeah, Roger.
That's a nice cattail you picked up.
Come on, bud. He loves being up here with his pops.
He's like, I want to be on the show too.
Hey, no, now you heard a cat. Don't you come over here?
All right. So first off, shout out to the Mrs. Because we went Walmart and Target shopping, and every time I turn around, she's popping another one up. So first off is Rey Mysterio.
Gorgeous.
619.
Nice.
Series 100, I believe. Yeah, Series 100. And then I got the Ruthless Aggression Stone Cold.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I'd rip that open. I would rip that open.
You know what my thing is? Never rip them open.
Yeah.
So we were talking about it earlier, and I got the commish.
Yeah, that figure's way
sweet.
better. That figure's way better than I gave it credit for.
Yeah, the Elite. And I found Kama Mustafa.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
Perfect condition. No damage to the box at all. And then I found this Dusty.
Yes. I love that with the poncho. Yep.
I like the Dusty. Is
And
that the one that's got the chicken feet on the hat?
Yeah.
Can never go wrong with another Dusty, man.
Nope.
And then I found the Chase Austin Theory.
Nice.
Sweet.
And I've been looking for this one thing, this one set, so I could take the figure out and build the figure for Mean Gene Okerlund. So I found The Rock.
You gotta say it right.
God,
You gotta say it right. There you go. Mean. Woo! My God, Gene.
Hell
And
yeah.
of course, the Hogan.
You got
Love
another
that
one?
pig.
Do you have two of those?
No, I just have the one.
You can never have too many Hogans.
Yeah, I thought you had
And
gotten
then-
that same one a couple weeks ago, but maybe it was somebody else.
He's
Oh,
a
that's
nice
sweet.
Scene.
And then the Dusty. And I found the Captain America Hogan, or Mr. America
Nice.
Hogan.
Oh yeah.
That I
I had
found that.
To rip one of those open.
I found that the Walmart had like a whole new stand of them, and that's where I got most of these from. And that was the only Mr. America they had. So then I got Macho King,
Nice.
Love it.
and then Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, man. You and Chuck, man, got to hook up on the figures.
That's a hell of a haul.
Hold up, it gets better.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
I just said we ain't done yet.
I gotta buy that.
Andre.
The new Ultimate. I gotta get that one.
I gotta get
definitely
that
open
one
it.
too.
Shane's here,
and then the
guys.
Seth.
Shane, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, Shane?
Oh man, you got the Seth.
Yep.
Got the Seth.
Man, you guys have the better Targets and Walmarts, man. I want to find that Eddie Ultimate so bad.
I think I showed this before, but I'm not sure. The Ric Flair.
That's all right. You can show it again.
We can always see it again. It's a beautiful
With
figure.
a tear in my eye.
That's right.
Woo! And that's it. As long as I beat Steven, that's good.
I don't know, man. Oh, but I did want to say one thing, by the way. Well, hold on. I don't need to be singled out, but on the new YouTube channel that I've started, I do plan on doing a full room tour. Well, a full collection tour, because this is in several rooms. And so that'll be on there. And, you know, I encourage any member that wants to do the same thing, show their whole collection off, whether you're on the podcast or watching the podcast, anyone that's a TRC member, you can submit your videos, man, and we'll post it up.
Oh yeah.
On the YouTube channel, because it's going to be a channel. It's a channel for our community, and you know we'll bring other people
That's
in
fantastic.
by inspiring, you know, other people by our collections.
Shane, I know you got in late. You got anything for show and tell?
Yeah, I got a few pieces.
All right, let's see it.
Other than the entire wall behind you.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, but those are all GI Joes, man.
I got some more GI Joes.
Well, that's fine. I love G.I. Joe.
Someone asked, did they ever make a Jay Lethal Black Machismo figure?
Machismo.
They did in the
Machismo.
TNA line.
TNA line, okay.
Yep.
You got this shipwreck.
Nice.
Classified line.
I have that shipwreck. That's a great figure. Yeah.
Got this Cobra Copperhead.
Oh yeah.
Hey Kev, don't you have one of the like really rare Jay Lethal figures that you bought?
Cool.
Yeah,
Artist
I do.
pack.
It's the 2-pack with Kevin Owens. It's 1 out of 200.
Nice pickup, Shane.
I remember you talking about that.
I got
you
a bunch
even
of these.
Jay Lethal said he never seen that 2-pack, right?
Right.
Exactly.
I got a bunch of these elites that everybody's picking up. Picked up Austin and Jimmy.
Nice.
Jimmy.
I found that D-Lo and that Undertaker. I found the Gunther.
Nice.
Sweet.
And I found Sonya Deville.
Nice. That
Hell
Gunther's
She's hot.
Gunther's already going up in value, right?
Yeah. And then on Amazon, I picked this up for like $4 or something.
Wow.
I know they've been going ham with some of the older ones.
Bianca for like $4 a piece.
Nice.
So are all those G.I. Joes behind you? Are they original?
No, not all of them. Actually, all these ones down here.
Okay. Yeah.
All the ones
awesome.
On the bottom of the wall. All those are the original ones from the 80s and 90s.
So Shane, I don't know
Sweet.
if you missed our announcement earlier today about 9:23 p.m. is when we started talking about it. But if you missed it right after the podcast, go back and watch it because you are a lot like me with the collectibles, and you may find the announcement very, very interesting.
Cool. I picked up this little Slash Funko Pop that I thought was pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Slash Pop.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
Nope.
Yeah, I got a few like metal guys. Like I got a few from Slipknot. I got Jonathan Davis from Korn. I got Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie.
Awesome.
So I thought he was cool to put with them.
Nice.
What guys from Slipknot did you get?
But
there's the 3 of them: Sid Wilson, the DJ, Craig Jones, the synthesizer that's not in the band anymore, and then Corey Taylor.
Okay.
And I just got this from Amazon.
I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
I think I got a double. I do. I got 2 of them.
Nice.
And
that's awesome.
I didn't get to open this one yet, but when I got something from Ben last time, or not Ben, Will last time, it looked the same way.
Shit.
So here's part of my cheap Heat 2. You put a fucking Fragile sticker on it, and this is how they fucking treat it. This is how it came.
Damn, Yokozuna did a bonsai drop on it.
They funded
I'm sure it'll be okay, though.
Yeah, it's got a lot of bubbles.
Oh, yeah.
That's like Cameron, man. He sent me one. It had like 8 Fragile stickers on it, and it was fucked in the head. Everything was good, though.
Wow.
Ben sent me one, and it looked like it had been punted like that, and freaking everything was crystal inside.
Oh yeah, it's pretty crunched up.
Oh
Jeez.
man,
shit.
That's fucked up.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's
damn.
Looks pretty crunched.
That's horrible.
And it's not someone common either.
Was a pretty badass Randy Orton auto figure though.
Yeah. Aside from the big old USPS bullshit.
Yep. Well, yeah, those are what I picked up this week.
That was UPS, right?
I think so, yeah. But I popped it out. It don't look too bad now that I popped it out. It's got a little dent in it, but it goes on my wall. You know, I'm a collector. I don't resell the shit, so.
Do you need a new protector? I'll send you a new protector.
No, it's good, brother. You're good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Damn, UPS. That's the second time UPS has done that, right?
Yeah. Yep.
What the fuck?
So I'll tell you a little story about UPS. The missus worked for them in South Carolina for a little bit. She said literally you can see them sit there and take a box and just punt it or throw it across to another truck that it's supposed to go on. They don't give a shit about damage.
Bastards.
Yeah. Someone said it must have been delivered by Ace Ventura. That's horrible but funny. Also, someone said they were reminding us about Sinead O'Connor. She did pass away in the past couple days, which is terrible. Sad. I listened to a few of her songs before, back in the day. So R.I.P. Sinead O'Connor. Well, I guess Chuck won show and tell this week. There were actually a few more figures.
Thank you.
Nice job,
I forgot something real fast. Liv Morgan, Funko Pop.
Nice.
Okay.
Convention exclusive, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Limited edition.
Nice.
Hell yeah, not bad, not bad. I did
I
add
can
some
show
more
my only
figures.
G.I. Joe figure.
I
have one G.I. Joe figure, and that's Cobra Commander.
I think we're good. I mean, hell, we almost hit 2 hours, and we're like halfway through what we're doing.
Well, I'm not going to get up and get it. I just wanted to say I had a Cobra Commander.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Don't get extra credit, Kev.
So
Damn it!
I think this question. I think
got one of the
Ben
Mickey Mouse Cobra Commanders, the mail-ins from I think 83.
Damn!
Oh.
Show the belt one more time, Chuck.
Show the belt one more time, Chuck. Everybody's asking.
Come on, we need to see that bling.
Damn,
Woo!
Chuck.
I'm peanut butter and jealous.
That is nice.
Man, that's a beautiful title.
You're the champ of the show and tell, man. I agree. I thought I was going to do it with that completed box, No Mercy, but
hey,
and those posters.
All y'all need to tune in on Sunday and buy something from me so I can afford to buy one of those like Chuck has.
Yeah, right. Belt Kickstarter on Sunday.
A lot of compliments, Chuck. You got a trophy. You got a woo. You got a hell yeah, Chuck. You got a lot of compliments, Chuck.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah.
I think Ben actually came up with this question a few weeks ago, and we never got around to doing the segment. But it's just a real quick question. It says, what are you searching for the collection right now? So I'll go ahead and start. We'll just take a brief 15 seconds each and just kind of throw it in there. But right now I'm looking for passed away autographs, preferably 8x10s, maybe 11x14s, and ultimate editions. I like the ultimate editions. I don't know if I'm going to collect a lot of the regular elites anymore. I might open a lot of regular elites. And then other than that, I'd say more of the classic superstars because I'm like totally addicted on that line now. What about you, Chuck?
I'm looking for a lot of Andre the Giant and Leonie Kai stuff. That's my two favorite people. I have found out just this week that she's going to be in the Chillicothe, and I am getting a belt from her that they made just specially for her, and she's going to sign it and give it to me. So
nice.
I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, a lot of Andre the Giant stuff still looking out. I've never seen that Ultimate Andre, so that's got my peak going. So I'm going to be looking for that.
Oh, you hadn't seen that yet until I showed it earlier? Oh, ain't it badass?
Yes, it is.
Hell yeah. What about you, Will? What are you looking for right now? Anything in particular?
Honestly, I'm not looking for anything for the collection right now because I'm in really good collection shape. But, a couple things that I've been talking to the guys about in the chats. And, I spent a lot of time in the members chat talking about I'm looking for the new Kama Elite that just came out at Target. Obviously we're going to see Kama in about 3 weeks, and I'd like to get some of those signed and be able to bring them back to the group and, get some of those sold and get some of those in the hands of people that, are really looking for that new line and the new signed figures. So I know Roger took care of me. He's hooked me up I think Brian Akana might have grabbed me one too. But a couple more of those just to bring back to the group. Anytime you can get something ahead of everybody else and bring it back to your guys and your team and your members, that's the way to be. That's what we want to do. So, again, and now until tonight, I didn't even know I needed that belt that Chuck had. Now that he's done shown that and just ruined the rest of my day by showing that beautiful belt, apparently I'm going to need that for the collection. So, but honestly, there was so much good stuff shown tonight that every time I saw something, I thought, damn, I'd kind of like to have that. Well, damn, I'd kind of like to have that, So you guys know very well, I don't walk into very many of the Blue Brand Super Centers. A lot of you guys know why. But usually when I travel, when I'm out of state, out of town, I'll go into those Blue Brand Super Centers and check out their figures. And sometimes I find some good stuff and sometimes I don't. But I'll definitely be hitting some here in a couple of weeks when we're on the road again. And then not next month, but the following month, I know myself, I know Chuck, Ben, I believe Kev, and some of the other guys are going to be heading to Chillicothe, Ohio for a big show up there. So definitely looking forward to, at the very least, all of us getting together, spending some time together, watching some old school wrestling. Some of us drink, some of us don't. Some of us drink coffee, some of us don't drink coffee. So, getting together, having some drinks or some coffees or some waters or whatever your preference may be. And, dude, I don't think we've ever been to a show, TRC, as a whole, and not had a kick-ass time and a kick-ass weekend. So I know I'm really looking forward to that weekend. So.
Hey, Will, when did you say that weekend was?
September 30th, Chillicothe,
September
Ohio.
30th?
Yep.
I'll have to look that up because I'm in Michigan. I'm only in like 45 minutes away from the Ohio border from Toledo. So
that's around Will's birthday too.
Yeah, and mine too. I was going to say it's mine and Will's like weekend birthday together.
So I know I've already talked to Jess and we're planning on coming. I know I talked to Chuck and he's planning on going. Ben and I'm pretty sure Kev I'm going. So I'm just telling you right now, it's mine and Ben's birthday weekend. So I'm just saying we're gonna have some fun.
You guys gonna get wasted on Diet Pepsi, man.
Well,
Margaripples.
Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain Dew.
But
hey, Kevin, I call them Margaripples.
I do have the occasional drink. I have the occasional drink myself. But I don't drink like I did when I was younger. Obviously, when I was younger, I drank for a different reason. Now I'm going to be 41 in like 6 weeks, and I drink beer because it helps me pee better. So,
yes, sir.
Your priorities change. Your priorities change. You got to keep from getting the old kidney stones now, where, 20 years ago, you drank for a different reason. So, and if you guys haven't hit that point in life yet, you will. So.
Someone in the comments said they'd also been watching a lot of the Dark Side of the Ring on Tubi. I just started watching season 1 of Dark Side of the Ring. I've seen a couple throughout the 4 seasons, but I'm going to watch all of them in a row. And then someone asked me what the show was that I mentioned during the Paul Bearer segment. I think that was Dark Side of the Ring talking about the Von Erichs episode or the killing of Bruiser Brody. I watched that one as well, which was a Dark Side of the Ring episode. And they had Abdullah the Butcher on there. So that might have been what you were referencing. But it was
the Paul Bearer one was the one we were talking about. It's on Peacock. It's the Paul Bearer special. I can't remember what it's called, but it's on there. If you just search Paul Bearer, it's like a 55-minute special on Paul Bearer. It's absolutely excellent. And if you can't find it, Robert, let me know, and I'll find it for you, and I'll send you the exact name.
Cool. Roger, what about you, man? What are you looking for in the collection right now?
Honestly, I don't. After what this is, I don't know that I need anything other than that belt that Chuck's got and the belt that Seth's wearing right now. Other than that, I just got to wait till Sunday till I'm like, damn, I need that. Let's get it.
Chuck, that could be your belt and my belt, and we could keep it at my house, and then we could share.
I'll bring it to Chillicothe.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I'll carry it around. I'll carry it around Chillicothe for you.
That's when you can hand it off to him, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
Make Bobby Fulton jealous.
Dr. Nick.
So right now I'm looking for signed gimmick items, things like hats. I messed up. I don't remember exactly how long ago it was. I should have grabbed it. At one point, Will had a pair of signed AJ Styles gloves.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hesitated and I didn't buy them. I've got some good signed items though. I've got like a handful of years ago, I got a signed Stardust glove.
Mhm.
I've got a Mountie signed hat. Things like that. I love items that are unique to the wrestler's gimmick. So basically, signed gimmick items is what I'm looking for my collection.
Basically, you're trying to get on the Most Wanted Treasure show.
Yeah,
kind of.
Speaking of those AJ gloves, though, those weren't like WWE shop gloves. Those were his gloves.
Yeah,
and we couldn't confirm. We couldn't confirm whether or not he had worn them, but those were from him. They were badass.
If someone put this comment here talking about Joe Rogan had an interview with Jake the Snake talking about how he had to drive Andre around in the van. It's a funny interview with anything I ever heard. He also does a great imitation of Macho Man. Yes, he does. Jake the Snake does a really great Macho. And I think I actually have heard or seen the clips from that interview. And yeah, that is
talking about impressions. You know who does a good Jesse Ventura impression? Will Sasso.
Oh
my God!
Not surprised.
He did some recently. They're great.
I love Jesse the Body
Karen
Ventura.
Cross is pretty good too.
Yeah, he's like, I live down in the Baja now. Got to stay away from the government. Because he did that conspiracy TV show.
Yeah.
I don't have time.
I remember this show.
What about you, Kev?
So I never really look for anything. I let stuff find me. I just, if I see it and I want it, I'll buy it. That's just pretty much it. That's why I pretty much shop on Tuesdays, and looks like I'm going to shop this Sunday. I'll see it, and if it puts it up, I'll go for it.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Just whatever shows up, and you're like, that's cool.
I don't know that I want it. About like the belt that Chuck has. I don't know that I want it until I see it.
Oh yeah,
right.
Then I'll go to hell and back to get it.
It's gonna keep me up at night. I'm gonna be sitting there trying to sleep, thinking about that belt.
Then I worry myself to death because I didn't get it. Yeah.
Thinking about Chuck's belt specifically.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. Bathroom break. I'm gonna leave my mic in here this time.
Leave your mic in here.
Brian, what about you, man?
So there's not too many Kane things that I don't have, but I really want I'm looking for the Kane Maximum Sweat figure in the package, of course. And then I'm trying to finish off my Hasbro tag team. So any tag teams of Hasbro, Legion of Doom, I need. Who else? I don't know who else, but yeah, Hasbro tag teams and Kane Maximum Sweat is what I'm looking for right now.
So Michael Bure and I are going to a toy show in 2 weeks. It's a big toy show here in Central Florida. So I always look for Hasbro's and stuff. So I'll definitely be looking for the Maximum Sweat too.
Yeah, there's a huge toy show here Saturday that I plan on going to. So I'll take a look for you.
Awesome, thank you.
Who did we lose? Oh, Kev.
No, we lost Dr. Nick and Kev.
Well, yeah, Dr. Nick is taking a pee break.
Dr. Nick is the wizard.
But it's Ben's turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still looking for the Series 16 Kevin Nash in the NWO attire. It could be loose or mock, or it has to be complete. That's the last one I need for the Bash at the Beach. Anything WCW, as for Elite. And then but it's just like I said, based on what I can spend and how much money I got at the moment. that's the main thing. And then anything like I usually look for rare stuff, holy grails, stuff that catches my eye that I never, if I see it and it's at a reasonable price, I go for it. But posters is my big thing, and VHS tapes are probably my second big thing.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Shane,
is there any certain VHS tapes you're looking for?
The old WWF Coliseum tapes.
Yep.
specifically for me, I'm looking for the 1994 Royal Rumble.
I'm looking for that new Kama and that Brother Love to complete the 4. And
that's what I need too.
I'm waiting for that Solo. I want to pick him up eventually when I can find him.
Yeah.
The Ultimate,
the Elite,
the Elite
Series 104.
Yeah.
Series 104
Yeah.
Solo.
Yeah,
that should be out soon, right?
Guys, don't forget too, if you find those commas and you want them signed, man, I know Donnie put up a thing tonight on the TRC page, and obviously, we have the best autograph price anywhere for him because he's usually 40 on a basic item and 60 for a premium, and Donnie's got him. I think it said for 30. So that's a hell of a good deal.
30 and shipping back to you. Yep.
Yeah, I think he charged me $60 back in March at like an Astronomicon thing.
Yep.
He's gonna be here next month for SummerSlam at WrestleCon.
Yeah, but I bet he'll be a lot more than through us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I bet
that's $30 with inscriptions too.
With inscription, with personalization, and you can get it on a figure, you can get it on a belt, you can get it on whatever you want. Versus just an 8x10.
So next up, we got Cheap Heat. Mine's pretty quick. I almost sound like a broken record at this point talking about my rewatch of the Attitude Era. But one thing I want to complain about is these fucking laser pointers that they used to put in people's eyes while they're in the ring. That's not cool. It's super annoying. And thankfully, they don't have to deal with that shit anymore, mostly because people are too busy fiddling with their stupid phones. But there's probably also more stricter rules on what you can bring into the arena. But yeah, it's so annoying, man. Like,
well, I don't know if you've gotten to those episodes yet, but not only the laser pointers. Wait till you get to the ones with the people with the freaking air horns.
No, I don't think I've heard any of those yet. And I'll tell you exactly where I'm at. I am at the Raw after WrestleMania 15 because I'm not going to watch 15 because I just watched all those a couple months ago.
Yeah, people started sneaking those stupid air horns in to the events, and occasionally they would, when somebody would go to do a promo, you'd hear. Burr, burr.
Yeah. It's not as cool as in the hip hop songs. Burr, 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 burr.
We lost
Chuck,
Brian.
you got
I think his
anything?
phone went dead.
We lost Brian too.
Yeah.
Did his phone die?
Went dead.
Chuck, you ain't got nothing for GP this week?
No, not tonight.
Chuck can't complain, man. He's got the new fucking belt.
We all need to chip in and get Brian a battery pack.
Yeah.
It's on his
that
Christmas
or an
list.
extra long charger cord.
Yeah.
Will, you got GP this week?
Yeah, so I'm gonna do something a little different this week. Past few weeks I've been doing away with GP and doing positive thoughts, but I want to share a really fast story with you guys. Something that is kind of personal to me, and it's not a pleasant story, but it's something that happened today locally, and I just want to share it. I feel like it needs shared, and I'm gonna just throw it out there for you guys. You guys can decide whatever you want on it. So. When I was a 10-year-old little boy, in January or February of 1993, there was a little 12-year-old girl here local that was abducted, and ultimately she was killed. And that was 30 years ago. And here today, they had a press conference with our local sheriff's department, came on and had a big press conference. And they finally, after 30 years, have found the individual that did it. They've charged them with the crimes and all that stuff. And of course, he's locked up and he's going to trial for all this. And he's a very bad individual, did a lot of really bad stuff. But for 30 years, her family went, not knowing what happened, or, obviously they knew what happened, but they didn't know who and anything else. And, just a horrible, horrible situation. And literally, I remember it from being a 10-year-old little boy. I remember it like it was yesterday because it was such a big deal in our area because we didn't have things like that happen back then. And, just wanted to take a minute and say God bless the family. God bless the individual, her, for the incident that happened all those years ago. And, may God have some mercy on her. And, just really, we all have kids, or most of us have kids. And, it's just, it's a terrible, Joe Kuntz from the same area as I am too. And we all have kids, and we all can imagine the worst things in the world that we try to protect them from. And, I can't imagine what that family must have went through all those years. So I just wanted to bring that up and just remind everybody to, maybe hug your kids a little tighter, maybe spend an extra minute, tell them you love them, and really cherish the moments you have. Again, I'm not talking about cheap heat. I'm just talking about something that touched me personally. And watching that press conference today, I really felt a piece of personal relief after all these years, because all these years, not just the family, but everybody in the local community have all really kind of wondered, how did this happen and who and everything else. And, so God bless the Sheriff's Department. And, I just wanted to make sure I shared that with everybody. For some reason tonight, there was something about it that made me decide that I needed to share it with everybody. So I did.
Well, it's good they finally got closure on the situation, and that the fucking dick is gonna, get what he deserves. Or yep. I don't know. You guys have the death penalty, right? So I mean,
we do.
I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure somebody in prison will take care of him.
Yeah. He's been there since 2015 on another incident that he did a county away, and he's still going. So hopefully now,
and if the right person in there catches wind of what he did, they'll take care of him.
I'm hoping.
Fuck, I can't think of his name right now. There was a doctor in Michigan that was like the gymnastics doctor at Michigan State, I think it was. For some reason, I can't think of his name. And he's it was about a week or two ago. He got stabbed a few times. Yeah, they got his ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
Almost killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost killed
Ben,
him.
you got anything, man?
I do. Guys, we say this all the time. Be careful where you buy, because everywhere else don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you.
Are you about to rip an autograph?
No.
Oh.
Me personally, guys, I bought something. I'll share this. I don't care. I bought an autograph for me for my personal collection. Well, of course, what I do is I sent it down to William to get it certified. Well, unfortunately, it did not pass. It didn't pass because if it was fake or not. It passed for, the angle, the size, other stuff. It could have been a real autograph. We don't know. But it didn't pass their specifications. So as a seller, they say, we will, if it does not pass a third party, that we will give you a refund. What they do not tell you is they don't give you a full refund. And what I mean is they're going to pay me my refund for how much I got into it. Then they're paying the refund for the shipping, but they're not going to pay for the third-party certification fee that I had to pay. So
just waste your time and waste your money.
Wasted my time, and thank God I get it at we get it at a discounted rate. Now, if we had went to, I personally took it I would have paid, $20, $30 or whatever it would have been, and I would have been out that more of a money. So now I actually bought an autograph that didn't pass. So I spent probably a good over $100 on this autograph. It didn't pass. Now hopefully I got to wait for my refund because I just mailed it back out to them. They're paying for the shipping for the refund, but then I'm out that X amount for that cert fee. And so now, be careful where you buy because these people will lie to you. They don't care about you. They say, yes, buy from us and we'll give you a full refund. That's incorrect. Not true. I've had this happen twice now in my whole time been doing this. This was just a recent one. So be careful where you buy from. So now I'm not buying from them at all. Going to block them, unfriend them. They are a vendor. And they have blurry, shitty images on top of that. So that gives me one more reason why to eliminate them. Then, as for kind of going more to a positive thing, is where I'm doing these rewatches. What I've noticed too is I wish WWE or AEW would go into this, but WCW did. WCW Nitro watch parties, which I think would be cool. That WWE or AEW send your videos in, you get free stuff, or we'll have superstars or talents or whatever come to your house and watch it with you. That would be cool. I think you'd get more people involved, would enjoy it, and send videos. I think that'd be a great opportunity there right now. I don't know why one of those was not trying to do that. Second thing is if you're young right now, you have no clue of how the Attitude Era Monday Night Wars was. Check those out. But the posters, the whole arena would be an interactive. You know how they say this is the WWE universe? Look at all the posters and all the signs. And in some of them, going back and watch them, they're blurred out. And then I caught one that was kind of controversial today, but it kind of got a chuckle out of me. But go back and watch those. And I wish they'd bring back where you're allowed to bring posters in. And when they come on TV, you can see all the different posters. That's all I got.
Well, they do, but I heard that they screen them at the door.
They do. They said on AEW, I know where I did a few shows, they tell you the do's and don'ts, and don'ts is you cannot bring a poster in there no matter what's written on it or what. But people sneak them in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty easy. You just fold it up, put it in your pocket,
Yep.
Roger, you got anything for Cheap Heat this week, man?
I don't know if it's exactly Cheap Heat. We've discussed it a little bit. I just don't like how WWE and AEW is going. AEW is starting to push up, and now it's like they're just, oh, fuck it, we're here. We got these guys. We're always going to do bloody matches or stuff like that, so we're going to be okay. And
glorified CZW.
Yeah, and I've said it before. Each match has to have a certain amount of chops and punches. It's just, to me, that's getting old. The only other thing that bothers me is how there's talking about it now. The NXT, WWE is going to make NXT their own separate, like a third show. But you're bringing all the guys down. The whole idea and concept of NXT is you're bringing the guys up. Now you're to bring them up to the main roster. Now you're bringing guys from the main roster that are viable contention pieces, like, for instance, Finn Balor. You just had Dom down there, won a title, and Dom's bringing the title up and defending it on WWE, on Raw or SmackDown. I can't remember which one, but you're
both actually.
Everything with that is to me, it's just you're going to shit. It's almost like back in the Nitro days. You had something good, and then you just said, fuck it. So to me, that's what bothers me. And that's what's bothered me for the last week and a half is watching Dominic go on there and defend an NXT title at anybody that wants it on the WWE roster. Yeah. When that's supposed to be, you're supposed to build those guys up to get on onto the main roster, and it's just not working out that way. Now they're screwing it up by saying they want NXT to be a third show on its own, but you're bringing all the top talent down to NXT for no damn reason. You're not putting anybody over. You want to fight. Finn wants to fight Carmelo Hayes. There's no.
Then they had
what
they had Apollo come up and do a match and get destroyed.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You had Apollo down in NXT that's facing Braun Breaker, and that was one of the best matches. But then you're going to bring him up and get him just demolished. So I mean, it's getting stupid, and that's what's pissing me off. Makes me where I don't even want to watch wrestling. That's my cheap heat. I'm done.
Gotcha. Well, this person in the comments that has the WWE been sold out. Is it another gotcha by Vince?
It was sold to when it sold to UFC or the group
that run it.
Their parent
it's a
company.
Collaborative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it started with like an E or something.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it right now, but they're under the same umbrella.
Let's be honest, they messed up when Vince came back. Like I said earlier, there's shows that they've talked about where Vince goes in, just changes the whole thing 30 minutes before the show, and then you got everybody going, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? So I think Vince has a lot of fault to that. I think it was way better when you had Triple H handling everything, and now that's not happening. And then, of course, the bookers are shit. They don't even know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, well, I think SummerSlam is going to be awesome, and we'll be doing our predictions for that next week. But
I'll say
you're going to have hit or miss with both companies. I mean, you can't be great forever. Unfortunately, now there are better ways to go about being pretty good instead of going from great to what the fuck. But we just got to watch it, and that's pretty much our role in this whole thing. But thankfully, we have a shit ton of great figures coming out. So even if current wrestling is not doing it for us, we're getting that wrestling fix from other places. So
yeah, agreed.
Dr. Nick, man, you had a story that you told before we went live today. If you want to run through that real quick.
So I was going to tell that story, but I just got to thinking about something that happened earlier. Will's friends with me on Facebook, and a handful of other people. I mean, they see pictures of that I post to my dogs. I love my dogs more than anything. And both my dogs were laying on the floor, and they were just kind of chilling, And my older dog's 11, and everybody knows dogs don't live forever, just like people. And it kind of reminded me of that quote from Andy from The Office. I wish someone had reminded me I was in the good old days before they were actually over. I know we all have good days and bad days. And I know that we can't all have good days. We got to have bad to appreciate the good. And I think, with all the negativity in the world, with everything that's going on, we're all just trying to survive. I want everybody who is on this, everybody that's listening, just take a moment out, look around, and go, you know what? I'm doing the best I can with what I got. You may be having a bad time at your job, maybe having a spat with your significant other, could be anything, Just try your best to think of the positive, even though sometimes it's not the easiest thing to do. Because sooner or later, it all ends for everybody. We only have a certain amount of time on this earth, and, make the best of it. Whether it's being the best father, being the best brother, best friend, best owner to your dogs, cats, whatever you're good at, be that. I'm glad I could come on here and hang out with everybody on Thursdays, chat with people in the chat during the week, talk to people on Tuesdays during the lives. A lot of people don't know. I mean, Will knows I've had a rough year. We've all had rough times, and being able to take a slice out of the day to just chill, hang out, have a beverage, talk wrestling. I'm living the dream, buddy. That's all I got.
Nice.
Yeah,
very good. Very good, Nick.
Just to add to that real quick, I had a horrible fucking day with work and everything that I have been dealing with. And you just said exactly what I needed to hear. And, I've been having a great time for the past 2 hours and 20 minutes that we've been on here. So exactly what I need when I need it. So thank you. I appreciate you saying all that.
No problem.
Me too.
And Shane.
Well said.
Other than your Randy Orton figure getting damaged by the fucking United States Postal Service, thanks, Obama.
You got to clip that. That was awesome.
Got anything else going on that's griping the gears, man?
Not too much. I mean, same thing, I'll get down and depressed sometimes, and I just try to think of like 3 positives, like going in my life. Like, hey, at least, I might be having a shitty day. I have real bad back problems, and some days I wake up, and it's hard to get up and get to work and get started. But, I have a nice truck. I have a roof over my head. I can afford to buy toys. There's food in my fridge, so it's not all that bad. Just
true.
You just gotta look at the brighter side of life. And sometimes it's hard, but it's just, and like you said, like things like this. I look forward to this. I knew I had to work. I'm working on a $1 million house right now, painting it. I've been there all week. And then I had a studio that I had to go paint tonight where they film commercials and stuff down in Detroit. So I worked like 12 hours today, and yesterday I left work early because I was supposed to go see Avenged Sevenfold last night. And my boy that was supposed to go with me, we had real bad storms yesterday, and he lost power, so he decided that, he wasn't going to go. He had stuff to do around the house. So I drove all the way out to the, Pine Knob where it was. It's about 40 minutes away from my house. I heard the second band getting done. I'm sitting there waiting. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna wait till about 9:15 when the other band should come on. I walk all the way up. Took me probably 7-8 minutes to walk up to the door, and I see people walking out. I'm like, man, this ain't looking good. And it's raining. I get to the door and they tell me nobody's, allowed in. It's, they're shutting down right now for the storm, but they didn't call the concert yet. So I walked all the way back to my truck. I sat there for about 20 minutes listening to the station for updates. They opened it back up. I'm like, well, I'm going to give it another 5-10 minutes before I go walking all the way back over there. And not even 10 minutes later, they updated again. Oh, we're closed. Everybody take shelter. So ended up leaving. I seen this morning they're gonna reschedule and come back. So the tickets that I got are still good. But yeah, it's like drove all the way out there. You're waiting. I wanted to see the band, and didn't get to see them. But they'll come back.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, man, I got to see them at Carolina Rebellion one year, and they're fucking
They're
awesome.
badass. I've seen them a few times, yeah.
I love
going to concerts.
Didn't they do some wrestling themes?
I think they did have a couple wrestling songs. I know.
Yeah, I remember.
I think they did it for the pay-per-views.
Yeah. I remember them doing quite a few of their.
Hail to the King was
themes.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great song. Actually, when I saw them at Carolina Rebellion, he fucked up the guitar part at the beginning of that song, and the lead guitarist was like, "What the hell?" He's like, "Guys, we're live, man. You know, this ain't no pre-recorded shit. You know."
Well, I
It's
know
like
last
Tony
time.
Schiavone. We're live, pal.
Yeah, last time they were supposed to be here in Michigan, they had to cancel because the singer had vocal issues. So they haven't been here in, I would say, probably a good 5-6 years.
Yeah.
But that's like one of my favorite things to do is go to concerts. I love going to concerts. I've seen probably any metal band you can think of. I've probably seen them. I've seen Slipknot probably 20 plus times. I've seen Korn probably 25, 30 times. That's my
Slipknot
thing.
is the best.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite bands. I met them. I got to go backstage one time at a concert, and I met a couple of them back there.
Hell yeah. Great guys.
I got to see Fozzy a couple months ago.
They're coming.
I just saw Fozzy a second ago. Gave him some treats.
He's back there looking for some more bubbly.
Yeah, there's a little local place in like Wyandotte right outside of Detroit. It's probably about 15, 20 minutes away. Fozzy's coming, I think, in a month or two.
Hell yeah. Well, we're 2.5 hours over, so I guess we're going to skip the game this week. And
you have to do it next week.
Well, next week we'll have a much shorter thing because we won't have new figures to look at and stuff like that. So we'll definitely do the game next time. And, we'll have our SummerSlam predictions as well. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We have a lot of fun doing this, and we love interacting with you guys in the comments. Tune in this Sunday night. It's going to be Will, me, Cameron, Michael, and Ben doing a 5-way sale. Yep. I got some stuff, man. I got some new stuff. And I actually have a lot of stuff this time, so I don't think I'm going to run out of shit, which I've unfortunately had, the last couple times. But thanks so much for watching. And, everybody else, if you want to say a couple words before we close out, go for it, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, just
absolutely.
I'm glad I got to hop in late. It was better late than never.
You're always welcome. You know that. The door's always open for you. That.
Appreciate it.
Real quick, TRC, huge thank you to everybody for jumping in the comments, jumping in and watching, commenting, chatting, all that good stuff. Huge shout out to the admin team. We have the best admin team anywhere. All the members, we have the best members anywhere. And, honestly, with the announcements tonight and stuff, we're consistently moving forward. We've come so far. We had Dr. Nick talk about it earlier tonight. We had Dan Gleason talk about it earlier tonight. It seems like it was 100 years ago now when it just used to be me popping on a Friday night with, music playing in the background and me just selling random wrestling stuff for 4 or 5 hours, long before anybody else was doing these Facebook Live sales. It was me and my wife, Jess, and then Steven right there, my brother, we created TRC to have our own group and to build it from nothing. From nothing. But literally, we had like the 25 people that used to watch us live, and they joined the group, and we built it up and built it, really strong and got really large. And then all of a sudden, we decided to go to public page January 1st of this year, and we're still going strong. Everything's just clicking. We've been sustainable now for 5 fiscal years, and we're still going strong. We're going all over the country, doing all kinds of stuff. And, some of the announcements that we've made recently have just been absolutely phenomenal for the collectors and taking care of the members and taking care of people. And that's really what we kind of started out with the idea of in the very beginning, was to take care of people. There's so many groups out there that were not taking care of people, and you had questions and nobody would answer them for you. Nobody would help anybody. And we made sure that we were always there to help everybody. So just a huge thank you to everybody. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Truly, truly appreciate everybody. Chuck's putting the world championship back on the shoulder.
Everybody keeps asking for it, man. They love it.
That's right. But huge thank you, guys. I sincerely, personally appreciate you. I know the rest of the admin team does. I know Steven does. and I can't wait until next Thursday. I can't believe this Thursday's already over. And definitely check us out Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Even if you're not planning on buying anything, you just want to come in, hang out, and talk about some nostalgic wrestling stuff. I can tell you the most fun we've had recently is these 4-way sales, and now the upcoming 5-way sale. We have a lot of fun, and we all get extremely competitive. And when we get competitive, you know, the real winners are the people watching because they get great deals and they get great items. So I'm looking forward to it tremendously. And that is all I have today.
I'm going to be like Calvin White, man, this coming Sunday. I'm just going to be giving the shit away.
Gotcha.
Like, Ben, get this out of my house.
That's right.
That's right. Liquidation sale.
I just want to say thank you to everybody. Huge shout out to my daughter Julia for joining in. And we can't thank you guys enough. We enjoy this. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my favorite days of the week, and now Sunday I'll be in there as well.
Excellent.
Absolutely. Dr. Nick, you got something, man?
No, everybody, thanks for joining. Thanks for participating, and just have a good night.
And Ben, close it out, brother.
There's heat waves going all over. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. Always remember, wrestling is cool. So if you're here listening to us, watching us, you're one of the cool kids or one of the cool adults. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good rest of the week. Check us out on Sunday.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys next time.
Sounds good.